apologies for the break in transmission. One of those things that you just can't control with internet issues in the country, but we are gradually getting there. We've rectified the error. So there's a new link. So if you are joining the stream right now, you can share it to everybody else who was on there. And of course, everybody new is invited as well to come and join in the action. We just saw the first round of action. Provella Esports, Osmos Esports, Samuel and then Pounce playing in a 3-3 exciting matchup. If you didn't catch it, you can check the other stream to be able to catch up. I've been doing this with Wonder Kid. We'll be guiding you through how this one will be going as well. We get to see Guy Kobe again in action. He performed well at the great top 4 finish, and now he'll be looking to perform well at the Ghana Esports League as well. So we'll continue from 3-3, just like we said we do for all of the games. Accumulation of the scores are going to be important for Guy Kobe. He'll be coming into this game okay with how Samuel played, and you'll just be looking to build on that performance. And it might be the perfect start. Great turning already from Kobe as you missed 2 huge chances to kind of go up in front.
One thing to note about Guy Kobe, I think he's the best speed boost merchant. If that's the actual way to put it, but I think he has the best speed boost in Ghana, and he uses it very, very effectively. So you have to watch out for Guy Kobe whenever I play him, because his speed boosts can always catch you off guard.
Well, those speed boosts, keep an eye out for them, and Eddie will have a big job on his hands. But nothing is impossible in the Ghana Esports League. We've already seen some upsets happening elsewhere in other games. We'll bring you all of the live updates as well. We're bringing you the scores of how other games are going. I believe there are about 6 matchups that have already been completed. Cap Gaming and Modern Rule Esports have completed their matchup. Modern Rule Esports, who Wonder Kid and Co will be playing later on broadcast, they actually won their first game 10 goals to 8. Speaking of that speed boost, Guy Kobe almost produced with another one.
Yes. And the only reason Henry missed that was because the defender was so close to him. It forced him to play the ball wide. That's why the composure stats also matters a lot.
Well, it is indeed a key feature of the game. Scores elsewhere. Plus Legends Virtual Union, you guys were in action 16-11 in favor of the VU team. Eze Gaming, Ian Game Time picking up a pretty important win on there as well. So about 5 games being completed, and the one, of course, we saw on the broadcast after 6 Esports and Gatsby Esports. I do believe that Root Esports also about to get into the action. So when the scores do come in, we'll keep updating you guys. A couple of teams already having 3 points in the bag. If you are still wondering how many weeks we'll be doing this for, it's across 4 weeks in the month of August till the final week where we will be able to crown a champion. I'm hearing the Convict boys are also ready to go. We'll have them on broadcast later on today. Vitinha in the middle for Eddie, who we've not seen too much so far. I think Guy Kobe has already imposed himself onto the game. Eddie will need to become, look, if somebody's going to play Guy Kobe, any version of Guy Kobe, whether it's 23 Kobe, 22 Kobe, 21 Kobe, what will be the first advice you give to him in some of the things that he has to note about Guy Kobe? Because I know you've played him multiple times.
First thing to note about Guy Kobe, release the ball quickly. Because whenever he gets to you, I don't know how he tackles. But
the aggressive defending is crazy. This is where
when he gets to you, he's coming straight for the ball. So make sure you release the ball quickly, because whenever he gets to you, it's always a problem with that.
I've already seen a comment that is finishing me. Oscar Pay says, if Guy Kobe loses, I'll delete my YouTube. Wow. That's a bold statement.
Wow.
I understand why he believes in Kobe so much. Kobe now.
Penalty.
And I do believe he has won a penalty. And you know what? It's reward for all of the efforts going up front and pushing.
Very true.
Thierry Henry with an opportunity to give Kobe the first lead of the game, and he gets it to go down. And rightly so, with him pushing for a goal early on. It comes in the 30th minute. It's one that he'll take all day, every day.
That was a very good cross from Kobe, and it was not expected. I don't think I've seen a cross in this game for a very, very long time, and it's also a very underused tool. That was a very good cross from Kobe. That was a very good
indeed, and the fact that he noticed Henry in that open space, crossed it to him quickly.
Yes, that was very good.
He cited that one pretty well. But just in your shots there, Eddie, a lot of things are going through his mind. He knows going into this game, he is going to be considered an underdog. And this is not a position that you want to be in, being down a goal against Guy Kobe. It's not impossible, but it's going to be a difficult task. There are a couple of things where I feel like he should be doing a lot more holding on to possession. When you hold on to possession, you frustrate players like Kobe and the rest of the great players in the tournament. So that's one thing that he has to pick up from. I'm sure Pounds also, offering a couple of words of advice to him, just trying to see if he can get his teammates sparing on bullets. Holding on to the ball for Guy Kobe. Immediately he loses and he wants it back just right after. On returning and Kobe could be in again.
That was very, very poor defending from Eddie. Very, very poor defending. The centre back was dragged way out of position and Kobe got an easy pass into the easy finish. That was very bad defending.
Well, the way things are looking, under 20 minutes, the man, the legend himself, Guy Kobe, he's settling into the groove. Settling in. But he's just gained so much experience, and the fact that he just keeps going and just putting in the work and competing through everything in the Sule days, when he was competing. Now in the likes of the Big House days, the Padia days, the Montana days, he's still competing at a very high level. Possibly one of the most consistent players ever. But so far this year, he hasn't won a trophy, and that's unlike Kobe. It's very unlike Kobe. So maybe he has the side set on the Ghana Esports League as that first trophy that maybe he will be lifting. I know it will be difficult, but for Guy Kobe, nothing is impossible. Provella Esports, though, have a big job on their hands on trying to knock this guy off their pitch. Eddie now trying to settle into the game with Joe Bellingham in that midfield. Leao. He's got to be careful when he's playing the ball, especially in that midfield area, because you don't want to invite too much pressure. And sometimes when we say hold on to possession, we need it to be purposeful. It's not just knocking it around. There should be positiveness about it. There should be purposefulness about it, in the sense that Kobe knows that even when you're passing the ball around, you're not just keeping the ball away from him, but you actually want to break him down.
Trying to break him down and get a goal. But you can't just pass the ball around and expect a goal. Let's see what you can do here. That was great defending. Pulling. I don't want to butcher that guy's name. Whenever I try pronouncing that guy's name, I really suffer.
Who, Milinkovic Savage?
No, not Savage. The other goalkeeper, centre back. Mama Dashvili.
Yes. Eddie might be in. First opportunity to get a glimpse at Kobe's defense. Ball roll into space. Can he hold on to it? We'll find Bruno Fernandes as support son with a heavy touch, and Kobe just anticipating where that ball will land. And the Osmos Esports player benching with confidence as we speak. Handsaid for Hullet. And when he's oozing class like this, always a tough matchup to play. Potea, so win it back for Kobe. And through the years that he's been playing, he's maintained this constant pressure style of play where he's aggressive on defense, always winning the ball back immediately after he loses it.
And so patient.
Exactly, he won't rush it as well. Like the confidence that Guy Kobe plays with, on any other level, he can be the best player in the game. And for Guy Kobe, I think for him, if he was in any other era where you weren't around, or Sule wasn't around, he's probably the best player in Ghana. There's always been the big cloud of the Wonder Kids and the Sules just being above him, but he's been right in the mix. I think there's been years where it's arguable that he was the best in that iteration of FC. So Guy Kobe is one of those players that you surely be looking up to as one of the very best around. But for Eddie, playing a top OG like Kobe, there are a couple of things that you've got to pick up. There's a couple of things that you've got to learn. But you also have to make a name for yourself, have to make a statement for yourself. And I think this game, you have an opportunity to do that as he threw on goal.
He's in.
Theo Hernandez, can he find a way to just break down the stubborn defense of Kobe already? As we all know, Kobe being one of the best defenders around, breaking him down, extremely difficult.
Wow. So compact at the back. He's very, very compact at the back. Even if you try to play out of the wings, which a lot of players normally do on FC, they try to play out from the wings and recycle the ball to the middle. Whenever he gets to the middle, there are like 3-4 bodies at the back, so he's not getting it easy at all.
And speaking of recycling, I know it's a big cliche with commentary anywhere, whether it's a Ghana Esports League, National Soccer League, Esports World Cup, everybody speaks highly of it. And it's a player that we speak highly of, David Ginola. We'll get a third one in, and Guy Kobe Looks like he's on his way of sealing those 3 points for Osmos.
Smooth cruising.
Smooth sailing from Kobe as he breaks down that defense perfectly. Well, we did say that he's coming into this game as the favorite, and he's playing like the favorite as well.
So far, Eddie has not been able to create a single chance against Kobe, and I feel like he's been too passive. And if you're unable to break him down, I think it's the time to try some trevellas, some long-range finesse, some over-the-top balls, because you are not breaking the guy down. So do something else.
Yeah, that defending right there is just
it's just crazy.
The fact that when Ginola was with the ball, he didn't get too close to him early, and immediately guy Kobe is recognized. Can he find the goal with this one? Just the heavy touch. And the goalkeeper will come and clear. But like, you've got to get close to your man, especially against great dribblers like guy Kobe Eddie, with a big job on his hands now. With about 5 minutes to go in the first half and the whole of the second half to also consider in this game. The Ghana Esports League are currently live from the Foresight TV mansion, where this will be happening for 4 straight weeks among the 16 teams within the FCC. There's also eFootball happening elsewhere. We'll bring you updates on that one as well, as and when they do come in. Kobe still up with possession of the ball and looking to do further damage in this tournament. He's right in again, and he wants to just make it as masterful as he can.
The composure.
Guy Kobe in his element. And David Ginola has been at the heart of everything crazy that this man has done. This time, going around the goalkeeper with an easy finish in.
This is the OG composure, the OG, the experience from playing the game for so many years.
The fact that he's not flustered with regards to anything that's happening around him is truly top tier from Guy Kobe, and he's putting on a full display, and he's definitely letting everybody hear about it. These 3 points are going to be crucial for Team Osmos, because if you look at that team, a lot of the teams will be looking at someone as maybe the guy that we can pick goals off of. But for Guy Kobe, you know, if you're going to play against him, you have to come with your A game. And right now, Eddie just struggling to settle into his stride right now. Son, for Eddie, 2 minutes to go. As we're edging closer and closer to this first half coming to a close. Fernandez, maybe something to hold on to. As Kobe strolling through a 4-goal lead. I think the outside trap had already been set there. Difficult moments for Provella Esports. But one great thing about an all-play all-league is one game cannot define how the whole of your league will be. Like, as at the National Soccer League, Mitchell didn't start well. He ended up finishing top 8. There are players who didn't start the league well, but they ended up finishing well. So you can take pointers off of that and then come back and then bounce back into that game. The game is not actually done.
This game is not even. I was about to say that.
The second 45 minutes to play, but the way the tangent in which this game is going, Kobe looks like he wants more goals actually, and he was on broadcast.
You should know goals also count.
Exactly, like it will help in the leaderboard if you're on points, same points with another team. So the goal differential is going to be very key. Guy Kobe in your shot, poised as ever and looking to secure 3 points in the bag for Osmos Esports. The SCC in Ghana, every single year we see new players make their name. I think this year the new player that has come onto the scene that's taken everybody by surprise, actually your teammate Survivor. I've heard a lot of people rave about him. What's your first thoughts about him, seeing him in action? Kalu told me online the guy's a beast, but I want to see him offline. I know you guys will be playing pretty soon, but your first impressions about how Survivor has taken Storm in this FC scene?
He has a lot of potential, because I heard about him like months ago, and so far, I mean, with the games, with how he plays his game, with his composure at such a young age, he has a lot of potential. So it's something that I feel like we should encourage him to play more, and we can get him on the main stage. Honestly, I feel like he can get there.
For sure, look, if we can harness the potential, because one thing that I felt like we failed to do in the past was we saw the potential, but harnessing it has been our problem. So I like the fact that we are doing that a lot with Kyran. Immediately Kyran won that tournament. Now he's in every single time, training with Jonas, training with Dels, like preparing him for moments like this. And we'll see him in action also later on with Ian game time. So it's very important that we get to harness that potential. And Survivor play with you is just perfect. But Kobe will now...
Great time.
Almost make a 5 there. Quite surprising that he misses that opportunity. But these new young players will have to be able to harness them into great players someday.
Honestly, the defense from Eddie has been Switching has been all over the place. He's been dragging players out of position. He really needs to work on sorting out the centre backs because he really drags them out of position a whole lot.
And defending Nessie 25, we've spoken about how difficult it is, especially when you want to do second man pressing and the switching, like you were saying, it's difficult to keep up, especially with how high powered these offenses are. Like somebody's hitting you with a player lock here and he's moving something somewhere else. Like it's just so difficult to control every single thing happening
and
in your
also,
defense.
You try to stay at the back, keep yourself compact, and then there'll be a Trivela.
Exactly, like if you give too much space, there'll be a Trivela coming. It's just so much to comprehend. That's why I admire players who have both the offense and the defense on lock. And right now, they're probably showing glimpses of it as he's just toying around that defensive area of Eddie, who just can't cope with the intensity.
He's just having fun now. He's having fun with the game. But he should know that it is a league format, so goals are very important in this tournament.
Me guys got 16 for crying out loud, so they do know. The virtual union team knows Eddie might be in. We've had two situations where
touch.
Is it the frustrations of him playing Kobe and being down by 4-0? Because he should be finishing these. The chances are not coming too many. So the ones that are coming, you should be able to find the back of the net with them.
Whoever coaches pounds needs to get them into finishing drills because their display of finishing
I've been following Provella a lot on social media and their works. Like they play a lot of in-house leagues. Kobe might be in. That's goal number 5. We'll make it number 8 on the aggregate score line. And surely now they will book a seat at the top of the table with the number of goals that they are getting. Very impressive stuff from Osmos Esports. I've been following Provella a lot on social media. They do a lot of like in-house competition, and I see their players perform really well. But it's so different playing online and playing in a LAN event. Like
that's very true.
The cameras are on you. We're right beside you, so making noise in your ear. You hearing us and you being able to stay composed and play your game. I think that's the most difficult thing. Do you think Pounce is watching this and being like, I should have been able to at least give Eddie like a 2 game?
Yeah, I feel like he, at the moment, will be feeling a little bit let down. We'll be thinking, oh, I should have gotten a couple of goals on board to boost my teammates' confidence. But
because that would have changed the whole dynamic. Now Kobe would have been coming into that game aggressive, so there would have been spaces in behind for Eddie to exploit. True. But now that it's balanced, it's going to be a tall order beating Guy Kobe. 60 minutes gone out in this game, and what has been a heavily one-sided affair with Guy Kobe controlling every single facet of this game. The Ghana Esports League, when the idea we put together of launching this came, we knew it was going to be tough to do, but we had to be able to pull it off. And seeing our Nigerian brothers being able to make good use of it, the likes of KD Sports and Game Evo are putting it together, we knew we had to be able to also make ours work. And I'm just so glad that we are finally launching. We've had numerous questions about when our league is coming, when we'll be able to pull something off like this. And finally now we've been able to serve something this brilliant to you guys. So make sure you're staying logged in for every single Saturday. In the next 4 weeks, we will be going live from the Foresight TV mansion to be bringing you all of the action. We're having numerous conversations about the Ghana versus Nigeria because the National Soccer League, they're done. They've had their top 4. Their top 4 will be heading to Ghana later in the works. And Guy Kobe just keeps rolling on and rolling on. At this point, routine win for Kobe as he gets another goal to going back to the Ghana-Nigeria conversations. I mean, it's everywhere with our music, food, culture, and all of that. First time we actually see it blow up in esports, because you keep saying that during your time when you were at your prime, you didn't really hear of the Nigerian scene being vibrant, but now they are as vibrant as ever. So they've got their top 4: Killer Freak, Farouk, Baji, and Rufai. That's their 4, and it's a strong 4.
Very, very strong 4.
If you had to pick off the top of your head who your 4 is to go, because Guy Kobe, he picked yourself. He said you still pick you to actually go. Do you think you're good enough to face them? Because I was quite surprised, because do we have one that kid playing at the levels that we want him to? For me, I wouldn't have picked you, to be honest. I think the new cards are more accustomed.
Honestly, that would have been a very good choice, because if you're not, I've not been playing at a high level this year, so if someone were to make that choice, I wouldn't be offended in any way. So off the top of my head, Padia, Weissmas, Montana, and Guy Kobe.
Well, the thing is, the most important thing is we get the best set. So you can also actually drop in your comments who you want to be in that top 4 to face Nigeria because it's a difficult one. So you said you want Padilla to be in the mix. You definitely have Padilla. You definitely have Montana also there.
Yes.
You want Kobe to still play.
Yeah, I feel like Kobe is a great pairing for Killer Freak. On the note that Killer Freak plays aggressive defending, and Kobe with his speed boost, it's a like direct counter for that.
You know, there's been this banter between Carlo and Killer Freak. That matchup will also be very fun, though.
That matchup would be fun, but I am going for the highest like
Eddie. Maybe his first sighting on goal. Surely they'll have to score anywhere.
That was a good goal.
That one, he definitely could not miss.
Honestly, I thought he took a heavy touch, but still,
he recovered.
I was about to go off on him, but he made that count.
We're getting guys now drop their top 4 for Ghana, and this is from Isaac York. Says he wants Toby. You know, if Toby's in that squad, that's a heavy addition. Baron also in that squad.
Yes, I was just about to say that I forgot about Baron.
You know, I like York's lineup so much. Toby, Baron, Montana, Padilla. Yo, this is a 4 that could really do damage. Because according to the Nigerians, we are no match. Like, no match at all. That's what it's in their mind. So I need us to be able to prove. And if this is the 4 that we'll take, I'm satisfied with it.
You are not taking Guy Kobe?
That's the thing. We have to, if we are taking Guy Kobe, then the player that will probably take out is probably Padilla. Because I feel like Kobe's experience alone, he will be able to handle the big pressure moment. Because the eyeballs on that matchup alone will be crazy. And maybe for Padilla, him still being new to the scene, not playing too many LAN events, might get to him. But that's just my opinion. But you can have yours as well.
Padilla is also like one of the best out there.
Yeah.
If I were to take someone out of that lineup, honestly, it would be Montana.
Wow. Great Montana champion himself.
I'll take Montana out and put Padilla in there.
Wow. I think someone else dropped their list. eFootball. They actually just gave us 3. Montana, Padilla, Kalu. I mean, without Kalu has been playing these days, streaming all the time and making content out of it. The guys at the top tier level, we will be seeing play province in action. So maybe Kalu will be in action and we'll be able to see if he's good enough. Maxwell Dempsey also has a squad. He says Kobe, Montana, Baron, and Padilla. Look, for me, if we have Toby in the country at the time, Toby surely makes the cut.
Yes, Toby.
The guy's too good not to make the list.
That's very true. But I've actually not seen his gameplay this year, so I'll actually like to see him play against the likes of Guy Kobe, Baron, to see where his skill level is at before we trust him into that game.
Well, this one comes from Kizito, of course, manager for After 6. Of course, he was going to back After 6 players. He was Padilla in there. He was Montana, Baron, and Guy Kobe. So we are seeing some names that are constant. Padilla looks constant. Montana looks constant. And this name looks constant as he gets goal number 7, strolling through 10 goals to 4 on aggregate. As this one is looking like it's in the bag for this team, Osmos Esports, putting on one hell of a performance in this one.
You can tell he's having fun if he's pulling trickster skill moves in the
exactly.
box.
Going back to the comments, David says any list without Baron isn't legit. I mean, Baron has been beating the likes of Tex and Co. So if we can't add it to our list, then maybe it's not legit.
If he's in Ghana at that particular point of time, he makes the list.
All hits says survival needs to be in the list.
That's true.
That's a low-key shout, by the way.
Yeah, actually there's a lot of talent out now. So I feel like the way the Nigerians think they can just sweep us out of the park. Honestly, that's not happening. That's not happening.
I see a comment from a Nigerian actually. Game with just says, why is that an aggregate? So ours is different as compared to the National Soccer League. National Soccer League was between the individual players. Ours is for the team. So there are 2 players representing each team. There's already been a first game that was between Pounds and then Samoa. We ended 3-3. So that was the aggregate scoreline. And now this one we added to that scoreline. Then we determine who picks up the 3 points. And right now it seems like Osmos Esports will pick up the 3 points. Quay says Mish, international player. I mean, if you've represented Ghana on the map in Saudi and you've picked up a couple of games on there, you should have a shout. So I get a shout for Mish as well. We do have updates from the other game as a Provella. That just sums up how the whole of the games, not just Eddie's game, especially Pounce's game, the number of chances that they've missed.
They've missed so many chances.
Well, indeed crazy. We do have updates from the happenings elsewhere. Play Province fans, you will not like this at all. Plus Legends just secured 3 points against Play Province, 10 goals to 9.
We take those. We take
and
those.
if you're wondering who played for Play Province, it was Cobbs and Jonas playing for Play Province. I do believe Cobbs was leading 6-5, then Jonas took over in that one.
So Play Jonas drew.
Kind of. Jonas drew, and then Plus Legends were able to pick up the 3 points. And congratulations to Plus Legends. By the way, I'm not a lot of people expecting Play Province to win. They'll have another game on stream against Root Esports, and they'll have to come all guns blazing.
Eddie is on the board once again.
He gets the second goal of the game. Yeah,
two
very important.
Goals. That's.
I mean, if you can cut down to the goal, the goal deficit, that's pretty important.
Yes.
Because on that league log,
yes,
it will count. There was a point in time in the National Soccer League in Nigeria, someone picked someone with goals. So if you can't have an opportunity to cut down the goals, Eddie has to do that, and he does that.
Honestly, I feel like if someone is beating you by a huge margin and you can get some goals in there, it also builds confidence going into the next game. It also builds confidence.
And the next game is off stream, so kind of less pressure.
Yeah, less pressure.
In that sense, now they will be settled a little bit. They will be more into the feel of the National Soccer League. Keep dropping the comments. Draymond, Generator Republic always beating us. As for this one, I have confidence that Ghana is winning against Nigeria. And we've got the Nigerians in the chat. You can let us know your thoughts on the top 4 Ghana, top 4 West Nigeria. It will surely come on. I'll give you this assurance. It will definitely come on right after the Ghana Esports League is done. It will surely come on. For them, they have their top 4. It's up to us to decide who will make our top 4. So it's definitely coming on, and I'll be looking forward to it. Guy Kobe, yeah, he's just on another level right now. That it will be difficult getting to those levels.
He's having fun. He's having fun out there.
He is indeed having fun. No, rolling back the years as to how great he was then. He's one of the few people who was actually beating you in the final.
Yes,
you haven't lost
true.
too many finals. I do believe it was the Nevia tournament.
Yes,
he actually beat you in the final. So
for
Guy Kobe, his resume is as stacked as ever. And I was here with Guy Kobe. He made a pretty bold statement. He was like, Montana has a chance to become the greatest FC player in Ghana ever. I was like, wow. To beat Wonder Kid's resume will be insane. You have to do it year after year after. And I don't think last year Montana was as good as this year. He's won the biggest tournament then in the grade, but you need to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing
but also
it. I don't know if that's possible.
There haven't been a lot of tournaments this year, but he's still been playing. He's still been playing like at the best. There's this top form because he won Wicked Wednesday.
Yeah,
just some days ago
from the season game.
Yes, so
credit the season game. They're doing a great job.
He's still doing good for himself, but to take the title, honestly, question marks about that.
Question marks about that. We'll go back to the Ghana Niger convos because game with George, and Nigerian who actually played the National Soccer League, says Niger has a 2-0 lead already, and I do believe he's saying kill Africa. No, we will surprise you guys. That's all I'll say. We'll surprise you guys. Focus back to this game. Guy Kobe has secured all important 3 first points for Osmos Esports. So right now, after 6 Esports, 3 points in the bag. Virtual Union, 3 points in the bag. Plus Legends, 3 points in the bag. And now you can add Guy Kobe and Samuel's team, Osmos Esports, also going to the top of the table with 3 points. Impressive performance from Guy Kobe and then Samuel. I think this will give them a lot of confidence going into the next matchup. So we'll wave goodbye to Wonder Kid because he's maybe going to be in the next game. We'll bring that to you later elsewhere. Another crazy matchup coming, but there's 2 more to come on the main broadcast, and then we'll have eFootball also getting their section as well. Don't go anywhere. There's still more to come. Play Province will be on stream. Virtual Union will be on the stream. Mulish, international players you guys call him, will be on the stream with Modern Road Esports. There's a lot to come.
I might be playing with Mulish.
You might play with Mulish as well. So there are big games coming up. You can't afford to miss it. We'll be right back.
My name is Nick Pakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared. I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Paku, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. But I think it's very good to upgrade players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I'd say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups and representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
Pada representing Prime Loss Esports.
This is Pure Panic from Prime Loss Auto Esports.
My name is Safa Juniors.
And this is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Samwata from Osmos Esports. This is the Ghana Esports League.
I go by the name Wicked and Jovial, but if you're a fan, just call me Kalu. I represent Play Province. It's a very good one because it's going to showcase a lot of Ghanaian talent. As you know, we are the best in FC, in this West African region. So I've been training a lot. If you've been joining my streams and all that, you see that I've been playing the game very well. So I'm not going to disappoint anyone that believes in me. I want to face Wonder Kid. I have a squad settle. He has been scoring me on my stream recently. I really want to get back at him. And I think the tournament is the best revenge. I'm tipping Play Province, of course. I'm in there, Charlie. Expect nothing but magic. I'm Wicked and Jovial, playing for Play Province. This is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Nick Bakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared. I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Paku, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.
Welcome to the Ghana Esports League EAFC 25 preseason. This is the stage where it all begins, the foundation for Ghana's most competitive EAFC league experience. We're kicking it off with 16 elite teams battling it out in a high-intensity preseason. This isn't just a warm-up, it's the proving ground. Teams are here to showcase their skills, chemistry, and strategy before the main season begins. The preseason is more than just matches. It's about identifying talent, building rivalries, and setting the tone for what's to come in EAFC 26 when the full-tier league structure kicks off. Each motion counts. Performances here will influence team rankings, seeding, and visibility for the big season ahead. This is where the underdogs rise and champions make a statement. Get behind your favorite teams, follow the drama, and witness the passion as Ghana's top EAFC talents fight for recognition. This is only the beginning. EAFC 25 preseason is setting the stage for Ghana's next esports giants. Are you ready? The road to greatness starts now.
New round means I've got a new face on the commentary booth with me. Play Province's Dels will join us, of course. Very familiar face within the FC scene, one of the top players we've got around Dels. I know right now you put no day mood as you lose mad, but welcome to the desk.
Thank you very much for having me.
What happened in that last game?
To be fair, it's a tourney, so we just fell short. We just come back in our next game. We have a good matchup in our next game, but we try our possible best to get to the door.
Well, for Play Province, we'll be keeping tabs on them, but we've got a big one on our hands. Virtual Union will take on Modern Row. And you see Wonder Kid in your shot. He's not the one actually playing, but there's this new kid on the block that everybody's raving about in Survival. So
you clearly see the strategy. I'm sure Kid was the one brought it up because Survival is more of an attacking player. So he was like, if he goes first, he'll be able to bring more of the goals. And in the second game, we all know Wonder Kid. He can hold the ball. He has much experience in the game, and we want to get the win. So
and I like that blend of old and new. It makes it look really balanced. On the other hand, though, our team all the way from Kumasi are not an easy one to play against. Modern Row Esports, Mish just came off the trip to Saudi where he played the last chance qualifier. Mod, also highly regarded in Kumasi. He'll be looking to play this game and play with a lot of confidence. He was one of those players that was supposed to play the grade. I think he was in school, had an exam at the time. He was so disappointed that he couldn't play, but he really wanted to play. So this is his chance to actually show on the main stage that he can go on and produce. There are results from elsewhere. We've already told you guys a little bit of what's happening off stream with the games that are happening. There are loads of games that we've got to cover for you today with the Ghana Esports League in its preliminary stages. Modern Row will be looking to set up pretty well in that sense. Modern Row, I do believe they are in the white kits, kicking from right to left in this one. Mod will have a big job on the stand for Survival. I think a lot of people want to see what he can do on LAN events because online we've heard that is really good.
Very good. His attacking is very sharp. Knows where every player is. I think it's crazy. He's very crazy.
Yeah, he's somebody that a lot of people are keeping tabs on. A lot of people have asked of, and he might be in. First chance of the player lock will come in back post.
That's a beautiful.
It ain't taking too much time to announce himself to the fans. Survival.
Let's take note of the composure he had with the player lock. He switched to two players, locked onto Eusebio and passed the ball. It was a beautiful goal. Is this basic technique that makes him the best attacking player in our country right now?
Indeed, and what a way to bag your first goal. The player locked into space, and he's opened the scoring in the perfect way possible. I think the way he's even done it, like shielding off the defender, Humanson, getting into Eusebio. Immediately I see Humanson. I don't know why Killer Free comes to mind. He kept abusing him in the National Youth Soccer League, but seeing him here also do magic is just indeed spectacular. As a Survival will open the scoring for Virtual Union. Virtual Union are such an OG team. They've been in existence for
a long time.
God knows how long. I think since esports in Ghana took center stage, Virtual Union has been there, and Wonder Kid has been the face of Virtual Union. Maybe this is the handing of the baton to the new face of Virtual Union.
For sure.
Yeah, possibly he could be in. As a Mod would like to get an early response in the game. Look, for the Kumasi players, anytime they're coming to Accra, I think they come with the pressure of the whole of the Kumasi folks supporting them. And when they do perform, like last year at the grade, we saw what Sergio did, and he had the whole of the backing of Kumasi. But sometimes it can also be too much pressure in the sense that the whole of Oseko and Kumasi are behind you. You don't want to fail, and maybe the nerves might be able to settle in. But for more, such an experienced player who'll be looking to calm a little bit down and then try to get into this game. They see the Modern Row eSports players looking to announce themselves onto the scene. Yaya Toure on the wing now. That shapeshifters item, always difficult to muscle off the ball. A survivor's pass, very interesting the way he played that passer.
His pressing is so good. Immediately he loses the ball, he makes sure that he gets the ball within probably a minute. He's doing so well.
Toure once more, we see more or less like the player locked down the byline is going to be his partner move. Like when he gets there, that's what he always wants to do. The hair coming to the rescue of Mod, as Mod will have to find a way to nullify the early threats from survival. McTominay into Ronaldo. He's getting into positions where he can cause some damage. Son, and down the ball, I love players who like working down the ball, and that's the way I play. So if I see players who execute well with that strategy, I'm always happy with that. You think that one should have gone over the top 3 ball?
Yeah, it should have been the top 2 ball, and it would have been an easy goal, to be honest.
Mod will have to take these chances when they do come. And look, Survivor has been on the attack most of the time. If you're in a game like this where you're having a lot of pressure on you, would you immediately switch to like a counter-attacking mode? Because that's what I think Mod is doing right now.
And I think it's FC Pro 9 minutes, so I'll probably take my time and make good use of my chance. Because I know, although he's attacking, I'll surely get some chances, you understand?
Well, and maybe the chance might come here, the pass though. You know, when you're playing against somebody who is attacking most of the time, he's holding on to possession every single time, the least chance that you get, you can sometimes panic and just play loose passes and all of that because the pressure on you is indeed insane. That speed boost that they expected at all.
I was expecting Lukaku to take the ball with the help of the bruiser.
Exactly.
I didn't even see the bruiser icon. It could be he just tackled with the box, to be honest.
Survival's offense is surely one of the hottest right now. He is searing through that defense like hot knife through butter. Mod has got to be careful with that defending style. Ginola Mod, maybe a response in him with Rooney, great passing technique. Just doing a little bit too much, trying to break down that defense. And right now, look, defending in the game. I've spoken to Kobe and Wonder Kid, and they've shared their thoughts on it with how difficult it is.
It's very difficult.
Player switching and to be able to keep up with everything happening. It's difficult, and indeed it's difficult when you're playing against a guy like Survivor. Has so much to his game, and it's difficult to stop a player like this.
The switching is very, very, very difficult because of the passes. With someone like Survivor, he pings the passes so fast. So if you are bad at defending, or let me say, you are bad at switching, there's a high chance of him scoring a lot of goals against.
And it was the switching that also caused a problem for Mod.
Yeah.
Like, the passing came so quick. He didn't switch quick enough to Van Dijk to cover the space. Boom, you are in trouble.
Like Survivor, your reflex has to be top notch. Your reaction has to be top notch. Your defense, I don't know, to be fair, who can defend him in our country right now?
Every single year we have somebody coming onto the block and making a lot of noise. Survivor. And look at the sequence as to how he got that goal. Quick passing like Del scored it into space. You didn't switch early onto Van Dijk, you get punished. Every single year within our FC scene, we get a new kid on the block. I remember in 23, Choice Badger took the whole of the FC scene by storm. Montana, just out of nowhere. Weissman's out of nowhere. Yourself, Jonas, like every single year we get somebody, and I think there might be a new sheriff in town with Survivor.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, he's very, very, very good, you know. Ahead of him, I think in the Plus Legends tournament, he scored Montana and he was everywhere. Since then, I saw him, you know.
I think he also won like an offline tournament, the Decathlon event.
Yeah, good.
Winning that one as also, he's now putting the spotlight on himself and he is not backing down anytime soon. We're coming from Isaac, he says 23 Kennedy. You know what, 23 Kennedy was also was elite tier level, winning the Chosen Championships, also won our Ultimate Battles seasonal tournament as well. Like that guy was on another level.
Hey,
Kennedy.
he said he could be back. Who knows?
He could be. Wow. Kennedy returning to the Ghanaian scene would be so interesting with the squad that we have right now. Like every single year is getting competitive.
Do you feel like when Kennedy comes, you're able to dominate?
Not easily as he did before. I think the competition is getting stiffer. Like the Montanas of this world, yourself, Kalu, like Survivor also being in the mix now. And the OGs are coming back too. Before, Wanake wasn't playing at a high level, now he wants to play at a high level. So it will be extremely difficult for him to come and easily dominate. Maxwell, Dim said, Time said, says that defending Survivor is not easy, Charlie. That's just the gospel truth with this one. So difficult to break him down, so difficult to prevent him from scoring as well. And it might be in. Player luck is just perfect from Son. Through on goal. Will have to make the right decision and possibly has. Great defending that time from Mod. Look, I think if Mod is not going to win, he has to keep the scoreline as close as he can.
As close as possible. Yeah.
Because if he makes it too wide, it's going to be a difficult job for Mulish.
So I feel like even though maybe you feel like you don't have the upper edge at the moment, you should just keep the game tight for your teammate to come and probably grab the goals and get the win for you.
No, we've spoken so much about the Ghana Niger battles, and Niger confirmed top 4. Killer Freak, Farouk, Baji, Rufai. And we were having conversations about it, and a lot of people dropped their top 4 for Ghana potentially. And someone said Survival should be in the mix.
Yes.
Is he good enough to be in the mix?
Yes, I think he has the capability.
So if you were to make your top 4, he'll be in. And oh my word, this guy's just keeps on going. That's goal number 3 in the first half already. I knew it was good, but this good to be beating a player like Mod is truly superb. Yeah. What a talent Virtual Union have got themselves.
To be fair, I'm not really shocked that he's going this way. He's going on his half because he's very, very good attacking wise. I've barely seen him defending.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he defends. He gets it. So playing with an attacking guy like that, you should expect more goals. And yes, he's actually converting most of his chances. I'm sure like he's probably like 4 for 6 right now. So I think he's doing very, very good.
Yeah, the scoring percentage pretty high as well. Wow, what a performance!
And getting a
Survival
on that kid beside you, I think.
I mean, you couldn't ask for any better. One of the goats, exactly. One of the goats also coaching you is truly special. But Survival, you'd put him in your top 4 to face Nigeria.
So I'll put Montana. I'll put Wise Mask. I'll put Survival.
Wow. That's a strong list. And who makes that list?
I don't know.
Would you put Baron? You put Big Ups? If Toby's around, would you put him in?
Toby's do you know? He's the one I want to watch in this tournament. Because his attack is one of the most craziest attacks I've ever seen. Personally,
that's Toby.
He's so good. I don't know if he still plays the game or not, but yeah, he's the one I want to see in this tournament. But my top 4, I think I know my top 3. Right
just because before you conclude the top 4, we get to see that third goal which caught us off guard. It's like he just has so many ways in which he attacks. Like over the top through ball, he's got it on lock. The player locks to get it to space, he's got it on lock. Like every single thing in the game that works,
and let's
he
not
can pull off.
About his shot selection, he knows when to play a normal shot, he knows when to travel, he knows when to play a finesse, and actually that's so beautiful. His repertoire, attacking repertoire is crazy.
It is indeed insane. Ricky says he played Survival once. On a normal day, if you want to beat him, unless you have 0 MS and then he's struggling with MS, he says, but somebody still they drink on 0 MS. It's actually insane, the talent that this kid has gone, and I think the team that he's on right now is going to boost him. Wonder Kid giving him all of those tips, coaching him, taking him through everything that he needs to know is truly superb for that team right there. Survival getting onto the scene, very, very important. 42 minutes in, Modern Row in a tough position right now. Survival looking for more goals before this first half comes to a close. Boro scoop into Son, Ronaldo, and he might be working something amazing again this time. Van Dijk in the way to stop it. Mod, like, I don't think people understand the magnitude of this performance. Mod is an incredible player, and the fact that he's been beaten this easily is quite surprising. It just shows the levels that Survival is at. But the game has not ended yet. There's still a whole other 45 minutes to play. Survival in on goal with Vitinha will make it number 4. This guy knows no rest. Modern Row taking a thrashing in the first half, and it's not looking good at all. Wow. What a performance this is. What a spectacular performance this is. Survival, you have his name on everybody's lips at this point. Wow, look, we're speaking of teams that have potential to go on and win. And I know you'd say your team is a favorite. Play Province, your squad is great. Yourself, Cobbs, Jonas, Kalu, that's a really good squad. But you look at that duo of Survival and Wonder Kid. And if Survival can do this in a first game against you, it is derailing to play against Wonder Kid in the second leg.
It's very derailing. because for someone like Wonder Kid, with having a 4-goal lead with the experience he has,
he's comfortable. It's like what Big Ups did to Sergio. 5-2 lead. Baron is going to cruise all day, every day, and that's what he did against Vastic. What a performance this is. There's a shout for a new team actually in the chat. RB Gaming for 26. Wow. Well, we're always welcome to adding new teams to the system. Always makes the scene competitive. It makes it fun, and of course, growing esports to the levels that we need it to get to. So pretty important that we watch out for RB Gaming, says Isaac York. Survivor, we'll sing his praises all day, every day, because the guy has been truly superb. But if you're Mulish sitting right there, what's going through your head?
I have to attack to my finest and I have to convert each and every chance I get. Playing someone like Wonder Kid with that much experience, he's good defensive wise.
If you're also in like Mod's position, 4 goals down, and you don't want to make the situation much worse for your teammate, are you going damage control?
So
maybe
it's either 2 options. You try and hold the 4-goal lead, or you just get some boost. Reduce the goal gap. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, those things are quite difficult.
Very difficult
to do. And Survival, great performance. This one is as we head into halftime of our matchup, the Ghana Esports League. We are currently live on Ultimate Battle. If you are in here, kindly drop a like on the stream. Really helps with YouTube's algorithm. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can consider doing so as well. Across all social media platforms, GH Esports League, you get all of the updates that you are looking for. I'm trying to get updates actually from the other games happening elsewhere to see where we stand. And I'm seeing the scores look crazy already. Like I said, Virtual Union, they did pick up a win earlier on against Plus Legends. Plus Legends that you guys lost to, they won by 16 goals to 11. So they're on course to pick 6 points out of 6, and they'll go straight to the top of the table. After 6 esports, they beat Gatsby Esports on stream 9-2. Cab Gaming lost to Modern Row 10-8. So Modern Row, they already have 3 points in the bag. Yeah. But this game, I don't know if they'll be able to pick points off of this game, because right now, the way things are going, it will be difficult in that matchup. Eusebio in the middle for Virtual Union, and I think Wonder Kid just probably whispered in his ear a little bit like, we're out by 4 goals. We don't need to rush the attacks anymore. When the goals come, they come. But like, let's try to cool down and see if we can wrap up the game in the perfect way. And in the perfect way, it will be 4 goals or more at this point.
So you can clearly see right now, Mod is actually not resting on his laurels. He's trying to attack more and probably get some goals to just close the gap. And it's a bit risky, but I think it's not a bad decision as well.
No, play styles in FC has become a thing where now everybody's tuned into. Like when it was introduced into the game, a lot of people didn't have the eyeballs on it, but now people are particular about play styles. There was a point where players only had 1 play style, 2 play styles. Now we're seeing people have 5 play styles. That's insane. The Ronaldo that they're using up top has 5 play styles. By the way, speaking of Ronaldo, there he is with an effort at goal. Survivor still banging up the door of more goals. But look at those play styles from Ronaldo. Finesse. He has low driven. He's got aerial play style. Like, he's your dream striker. Who are you using your team and who's your number 9?
My number 9 is Benzema.
From the SBCs.
Yeah, pretty.
Wow.
Just because everyone knows me. I like playing with a striker that has
passing play styles a little bit.
If everyone could remember, I used to use Harry Kane. Everyone used to complain a lot that why was I using Harry Kane, but he was really good passing wise and attacking wise. He was very, very great. That's how I like playing. You understand? I like passing the ball, so all my attackers have incisive, and hopefully I'm able to bank some goals with them.
Well, we'll see Dels maybe in action later on when they take on Roots Esports on stream. We're keeping tabs on those games. Modern Row, I feel like Mod needs 1 goal, like just to hold on to something, because the first half, in as much as Survivor was playing extremely well, Mod in some moments looked very good in the sense where he could create a couple of half chances, but he needs to create those big chances right now. The pressure is intense, but you have to find a way of breaking through. Dumfries for the Modern Row man trying to work its way back into this game. Neto And this Neto card is quite interesting as well. Like, I see a couple of people use him. I know it's very costly with the SBC as well. Like, the choice of wingers are also quite interesting. I've seen Yaya Toure playing on the right wing, a shapeshifters item for Survival. I've seen Rafinha also in the mix. I've seen Pedro Neto in the mix. I think for the wingers, the key things that you're supposed to have is the finesse play style plus, because you will be in space to be able to try them. Trivela also in the mix is pretty important. If you've got rapid, hallelujah as well. Like, those things are very, very key. When Rooney actually in the squad, that's the first time I'm seeing him in anybody's team.
Yeah, Rooney is more of a goal poacher. He's very, very strong. Has press proven as well. I think he has 97 physicality with the press proven plus. I think it's a big bonus, because when he gets the ball, he's ahead of your defender. He's just GG's. He's very, very good. But passing wise, I don't really know if he's that good. You get me? So I mean, that's his team, so he knows why he's choosing Henry.
Yeah, indeed. If you have seen a couple of players that, if you're familiar with traditional football, they shouldn't be playing those positions. Don't worry at all. This is ultimate team. Shapeshifters can let you play in a position that we didn't know you could. Mama, that's really. The guy is an insane centre back already in the game. Lucio is actually playing in the midfield position. More, that's a great opportunity. Through a free kick, we know how deadly the dead ball situations are. It will be Wayne Rooney behind the ball. Mod, could this be an avenue for a comeback? Great save. McTominay in the mix. And just having a goal line clearance, but Mod now pushing intensively to try to cut into that deficit a little bit. Oh, the player look is there something else. Survival through on goal. That could be spectacular. Went for the magical chip shot, but that one unable to go in. But like, look, the player lock gives you a whole dimension into the game where before it wasn't in the game. All you could control was you trigger somebody on L1, he's running in one direction. Exactly. But now you can literally control everything that happens off ball. There was one huge opportunity. And you see the reaction on Mulish's face. He knows that was it. That was it right there. He hasn't had a better opportunity than that. And he can't afford to be missing those. And Survivor might maybe punish him, Milinkovic-Savic, with a huge frame in his way. Big chance for Mod to get back into the game. And he just can't find it. Lucio, Mod. Now with a little bit of momentum after creating that big chance. Well, it's just going to be so gut-wrenching that he misses that opportunity, and he did everything right. Do you know that's quite surprising as well? I've seen a lot of people use him in like a cam role. I think for Mod, he's using him in a winger. I don't know if he's playing in a 4-2-2. Actually, it kind of looks like a 4-2-2. Whereas Pedro Neto and Ginola, that's actually playing in the wide position. So that's the shape now. I think he's switched the formation a little bit to give him more of an attacking advantage. Survival schooled off a little bit on the offensive end, but that doesn't mean he won't be trying for more goals. And just like that, 5-star performance, Virtual Union
quick passes.
Going ahead 5 goals to 0, and they're in pole position to secure all 3 points. Statement win from the VU boys. Well, it's not done yet. Wonder Kid will have to play, but wow, if Wonder Kid should be enjoying what he's seeing right now. Like, he's in cruise control against Mulish. He won't need to try to even score goals. He can be conservative if he wants to. He can hold on to the ball if he wants to. He can do anything practically if he wants to, and he'll still have goals. We got another.
The press. That's
and you win it back every single time. Low driven shot, as you were. Another goal goes in. Wow. Statement of intent. Virtual Union are here to do damage, and they started early. Incredible roster that they've got in their squad. Like, look at all of the rosters. PP's roster, Roots roster is also incredible with Weissman and Juvenile. The Virtual Union roster. I think the Plus Legends roster also looks incredible. Camvic's roster. In your mind, whose roster is like too insane?
Let's not forget Ultimate Hub. They have Toby and Gabi.
Yeah, exactly. Toby and Gabi are also a very interesting duo in that sense. They could be making a lot of noise. Maybe this might be the goal for for Mod as he win it back. Surely now, finally. Getting one back, Mod. All of his efforts. I know it's a difficult situation to be in, but the goals do count in the Ghana Esports League. Back to those rosters and the teams. Who do you think's roster is the best right now? Would you call?
That this is a tough question, to be honest. I think after 6.
After 6, low key.
I'm hearing Padya is part. So adding Padya to that roster,
it takes it to a whole different level. Big ups, Baron, Padya. Nah. Kizito putting out that team was really insane.
Literally calling out the Avengers.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, all of them battling for top honors in the Ghana Esports League. This is what we envisioned. The best players in the country doing battle. And you know what? Insane. Oscar Payne says, so then finish our Wonder Kid and Mulish. Oh God. He knows for Mulish it's going to be possibly the most difficult match he would have ever played. Because they're playing Wonder Kid himself. He's coming with the name, the skill, and all of that. And his 5 goals, his 4 goals up. Yeah. GG's. And now look, another one going in. Survival, he's comfortable, he's cruising. Goal number 6.
Just getting more goals. Make sure that out of the league with much goal difference. He's clearly doing that. Wonder Kid, on the other hand, he's just so cruising as well. But making sure that you also add more goals to
Junior 77 actually has come out with a prediction. He says Mulish will beat Wonder Kid. Look, I don't doubt that Mulish has the ability to beat Wonder Kid, but by how many goals?
How many goals?
Can you beat him by 5? Can you beat him by 6? I don't think that's
possible.
And
the question is 5 enough?
Exactly. Enough? Because Wonder Kid will definitely score a goal.
Yes.
He's not. They're not beating Wonder Kid 6-0.
Yeah.
It's literally impossible. And I just don't know how it will go. But he's got a big game on the hands. And if he's able to pull it off, that will be the greatest game we've ever seen. Maybe we might be in for blockbuster. So, Junior, you know what? I'm not doubting you at all with that prediction, but drop the correct score prediction for that Wonder Kid and Mulish game. And if you get it right, salute to you, man. Yeah, a god when it comes to predictions. Mulish trying everything in his power to make Mod actually trying everything in his power to make Mulish's life a little bit more easier against the VU man Wonder Kid when it comes up right after this. Oh, Survivor might be in again. We might have goal number 7 on our hands. Ronaldo. This guy just relentless. Amazing stuff from the new. Can we call him the new Wonder Kid on the block? At least next to the old Wonder Kid too.
Wonder Kid Regen.
Wonder Kid plus. Wonder Kid 2.0 we might call him. What a performance this is. And he's lighting up the Foresight TV mansion with his performances. Survival is the name. Remember the name. This guy definitely going places. Mod. Losing possession here, you can't afford to do it. One time over the top through ball. And he doesn't want to take any chances. Green time finish as well. It's going to end up in the back of the net.
For sure.
This one is for the history books. Survival's first ever proper LAN event. And he puts on a proper showdown. I think Wonder Kid had to catch a movement for himself as well. Like, the memories are important. The memories indeed are important. Mulish, the scratch on the head tells you, he knows.
It's a bit frustrating.
He's got a Herculean task on his hands. But that's just part 1 of that game. We'll be bringing you part 2 of it right after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. Wonder Kid versus Mulish taking center stage.
Welcome to the Ghana Esports League EAFC 25 pre-season. This is the stage where it all begins, the foundation for Ghana's most competitive EAFC league experience. We're kicking it off with 16 elite teams battling it out in a high-intensity pre-season. This isn't just a warm-up, it's the proving ground. Teams are here to showcase their skills, chemistry, and strategy before the main season begins. The preseason is more than just matches. It's about identifying talent, building rivalries, and setting the tone for what's to come in EAFC 26 when the full-tier league structure kicks off. Each motion counts. Performances here will influence team rankings, seeding, and visibility for the big season ahead. This is where the underdogs rise and champions make a statement. Get behind your favorite teams, follow the drama, and witness the passion as Ghana's top EAFC talents fight for recognition. This is only the beginning. EAFC 25 preseason is setting the stage for Ghana's next esports giants. Are you ready? The road to greatness starts now.
My name is Nick Bakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared. I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Paku, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.
So far, and I'll be presenting Ultimate Hub. It's a very good initiative, and it's going to help the boys get a better experience of the esports team. Probably like 2 and 3 months. I think all the boys are good. Expect the best from us. So far, Ultimate Hub, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. But I think it's very good to upgraded players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I would say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups and representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
Representing Prime Loss Esports.
This is Pure Panic from Prime Loss Auto Esports.
My name is Safa. Upcoming gamers and those who are already in the game have the experience and to be able to attain higher heights?
The Ghana Esports League being the first time, I think I'm expecting every team to bring their best and compete to the max.
My toughest opponent is Montana from the Convict Rovers.
I mean, we are all here to win, so you should be expecting Prime Loss to be the winner at the end.
It's Guy Kobe representing Osmos Esports.
My name is Samuata from Osmos Esports. The Ghana Esports League is a place for underdogs like us to showcase our talent.
This is a great opportunity for all Ghanaian gamers. We've been playing a lot of tournaments, and I think this Esports League is going to be very wonderful and massive for us as gamers. People should expect nothing but the best. Osmos is bringing a new wonder kid in town, so we have something special for you guys.
You have been training for long and he says this is my time to shine, so I have to come here and prove to them. Canvik record team, they have the best players in there, like Montana and stuff. So
I believe the Canvik Esports team has the best players in Ghana currently, so they are the team to beat in this tournament.
Well, the best might be, well, from Dell saying the best might not be good enough, but for Mulish, he can't be thinking about that at all. He just has to try his best to be able to get points on the board and maybe, just maybe, score early goals to rattle the feathers of the great Wonder Kid. Survivor already doing the job, 7-1 against Mod. Now Wonder Kid takes the mantle. It's great seeing Wonder Kid play competitive action again. A lot of people have been calling for it. Well, there you have it. The VU Duduman in the mix and back playing competitive FC, and it might be starting perfectly. This is what he does, people. Rolling back the years, see Wonder Kid pick up a controller again just brings a lot of smiles to a lot of people's faces. Have you got any fond memories of Wonder Kid playing?
I grew up watching him, and he's.
You think arguably, or there's no argument about him being the greatest FC player?
He's the good thing. To be honest.
Wonder Kid saying, you know what? If Survival can score 7, well, I can score some goals as well. I will see it again. The dribbling is always intense with him. Come back into space. We might call them Catback brothers at this point because both of them, it seems like they produce in this way. The VU Juju man, the OG VU Juju man. I remember back in, was it 2021? When you play Wonder Kid online and he sends you a friend request, the VU Juju man has sent it, then you put the fear and the shivers into you. Arguably, #1 in the country for so long. The great Wonder Kid back in the mix. And he says he wants to play at a high level in FC26. Do you think it's possible for him to compete with the very best out there?
It's all up here, you get me? So I feel like if he wants it, you surely get it. I think he will be able to compete with the best and surely win some tournaments in FC26 he locks in. And I'm ready to experience that. And I'm just happy that he's coming back, to be honest. I'm just happy.
Yeah, the great VU Jujuman back in the mix and he's dancing his trademark left stick dribble. As for him, I didn't know anybody who could left stick dribble like the great Wonder Kid, and he's just showing he's still got it for Mulish right now.
That is questionable. I feel like Jonas
in the mix.
Yes, Jonas in the mix. Jonas in the mix.
The thing is, prime Wonder Kid left stick dribbling. I don't know if Jonas has got to that level, but like Prince Jonas is a fair shout. The guy is insane, and even at the green we saw it. Kid in again. VU coming here not to joke at all. If this game is done and they pick up the win, that will be 6 points out of a possible 6. Wonder Kid and Survivor.
The composure to
making
wait for
a clear statement.
That's crazy, The composure to wait for the goalkeeper movement, play the finesse, the first pull. That's actually crazy from Wonder Kid. It shows his experience in this game.
We said it time and time again. When players are comfortable, they'll play their best. Yeah. And right from the get-go, Wonder Kid is comfortable. He's up by 7. There's not much more comfort you can give him at that point. I understand Mulish moving the goalkeeper at that point, but Wonder Kid, he's just too smart to wait for your goalkeeper to move near post finish and you find the back of the net. But look, not to take anything away from Mulish, I think he's also an incredible player. Has been to international waters like 2 times already, playing in both of the last chance qualifiers, has won games in the last chance qualifiers. So he also has that experience, but I think this task is the biggest he's ever going to face. Already down by 7, and facing a great wonder kid will always be extremely difficult. And right now, certainly feeling the heat of the great wonder kid himself, and it seems like they want to add more goals. Pedri for McTominay. Wonder kid now just bulldozing his way through yet another crazy performance. Look, all we've said about how Ghana's FC scene has grown and the level that it has gotten to, we just need
the press from these guys is so
it's
crazy.
intense. I think it's something that maybe the virtual union guys actually worked on.
To be honest,
like,
actually worked on it.
Chris Daniel Ifani says, Wonder Kid and Survival, the best collaboration in the tournament right now.
Yeah, to be honest.
Over Weissman and Juvenile. For me, that's my favorite duo because I like both of them, their play styles. Survival, I hadn't watched him too much. Of course, I watched him now and I think he's an incredible player. But Weissman, I always say this time and time again, he's not the best player out there, but I think he's the most pleasant to watch. That's for me, for my eyes, how I liked my FC to be played.
You're not alone, to be honest.
Like the guy, the way he thinks is something else. It's something else. Upon all these top gamers, this from Contenter, says Team Convict keep dominating, then it means the team is on another level. Well, Convict Records. Yeah, the accolades are truly insane. They will be in action later on today for those wondering whether the champs from the VGA grid will be in action. They will be. They'll be taking on Ultimate Foot Hub later on today. So do keep in mind that game will surely be coming on. Mish, first opportunity to have a crack at Wonder Kids goal. Shot cancel coming in. There goes Messi. The shot too feeble to break down. David De Gea in goal.
I've not seen much attack from Mish, to be honest, but you can clearly see he's trying to make, do something just to, help the team and just reduce their goal difference. And I hope it comes out well with it because the score line, 9-1, that's crazy.
Can be so deflating sometimes. Wonder Kid dazzling with his charm once more. A VU man hoping to add more goals to the mix. And we might see the trademark dribbling almost had it on lockdown. Oscar Pace says Kalu and Dels will stop everybody. Now that's your teammate giving you a lot of shout. And
Oscar.
You've already given me a little bit of insight in the sense that maybe in that next game, maybe it's you and Kalu that will be picking up the controller against Root Esports.
We'll be the one playing against them. We're hoping for the best. We are fully logged in because we're already down. We don't have any points at the moment. And we're just ready to get out W.
Well, I see a comment that has rattled me. Fan FIFA is saying the best EFC player in Ghana no day this competition safe. Who actually is the best EFC player in Ghana then? Because if we have a VGA great champion in the competition, we had the greatest ever in the competition.
I'm sure they are saying Padia or something like that.
Sheesh. Wait, Fan FIFA, tell me who your best FC player in Ghana is right now. If it's Padia, then there could be conversations about it, but that's insane. Lauren J. So try to work a win. For Mish, just a tall task for him to be able to get goals. But I feel like he will get comfortable later on and he will score at some point against Wonder Kid. Because Wonder Kid did say that it is his defense that's letting him down at this moment. Trying to adapt to the new style of defending in the new iterations of FC that has come is one difficult thing for him to do. But the offense, well, he still got it on lockdown. And he's adding all of these new things as well. The new player locks, the new dribbling meta, the new control sprint dribbling and all of that. And he's in the intricate passing, almost breaking it down.
They've gotten the ball back. Like, the press is so good.
Relentless.
They make sure they get the ball back within seconds. And it's actually helping them with that attack because when you press and get the ball, the defense now resets. So it's easy for you if you're attacking to score a goal.
I just saw someone put out a pairing. Montenta says Montana and Mayweather. That's a scary duo right there. That is both players finishing in the top 8 of the VGA grid. Both players finishing not just top 8 of the VGA grid, actually in the final of a tournament. I do remember by Marshada Gaming themselves. They were both in the final. Montana led, and then Mayweather was able to pick up the trophy on that occasion. But like that pairing, and then you add icing on the cake in the sense of choice butter. Mbappe is also in the mix. Canvik just has like an insane roster. So if you say after 6 for me, I think it's Canvik. If you're picking those 4 players, Canvik just look like they might be too crazy, but you know what? Time will tell. And the Ghana Esports League will definitely tell with the number of points that they can accumulate.
You clearly see that out there having fun. He's not actually rushing his goals, taking his time. But Mish, on the other hand, he's trying to get more goals to just reduce the goal difference. And he's not converting his chance. And he barely even gets one, to be honest. And it's actually sad. But hopefully, match week 2, they're able to come back and get more W's.
Someone keeps asking where is Gamer Girl Nika. This Wago Okan, and I do believe Gamer Girl Nika is a part of your team. She actually made the trip to Nigeria for Gamer X.
And she won.
Went on to win as well. So she's not here currently for the league, but elsewhere she's doing damage. Definitely the best FC female gamer in the country.
In Africa.
She's winning elsewhere
in
as
Africa.
well.
In Africa.
Right now we have to put Africa to the title.
Yes, Africa.
Indeed. We'll see her possibly in action in maybe another tournament, but not in the league for this one. She's in Nigeria doing greater works elsewhere as well, conquering the whole of Africa. For those who are wondering where Gamer Girl Nika is. 4 minutes to settle down in this first half. Wonder Kid has also come in and just finish off and put the icing on the cake on this one. 9-1. That might be the biggest score line. I think I've seen 16-11, but like the margin. I'm speaking of the margin because I think Kobe and Samuel, they had like a 6-goal margin, but this one at 8 is truly insane. They are top of the league. They have goals to match it as well. Virtual Union didn't come to play at all, and maybe more serious business for them. Wonder Kid, they're superb. And if he had capped it off with the goal, maybe contender for goal of the day so far.
The contender right now is Guy Kobe. With the trickster at the far end.
At the far post.
Oh my God.
I mean, he scored so many goals. I try to remember the exact one, but I do remember now. Guy Kobe putting on a pretty impressive performance in that matchup. We're getting closer and closer to the end of match day 1 in the Ghana Esports League. Mind you, people, we're doing this with 16 teams currently live at the Foresight TV match. Play Province in the mix, Plus Legends in the mix, EN Game Time, Showtime in the mix, Mulish and Virtual Union also in the mix. I do believe Mulish finally get one back. Now the aggregate scoreline 9-2.
To be honest, I feel like there's no pressure on Mulish at the moment because he knows he's down by a lot of goals. So all you just do is just try and grab some goals to just reduce the goal difference. And he's doing that. Hopefully he gets like 2 more or 3 more. Or even make a comeback.
Comeback, Joe! Nah, that's insane. Mulish, where we go with this one as well. Quick passing. Wonder Kid unable to keep up with it. And he finding the back of the net with a perfectly placed finish from Vicha Kravatskelia. Mulish finally registering
a goal on board.
Oh, you have him in your team as well? Footy side team.
He's not in my team, but he's my favorite player. I had to bench him because I'm in love with someone right now. I'm a good player.
Yeah, there will be updates from all the other games as well. I was reading the scores earlier on. I do believe EN Game Time and was it Showtime who in action? We'll be able to get the scores from there immediately. They update us on that one as well. So we're looking at all of these things into perspective because match day 1 is pretty important for some of these teams. Every single team out there is playing 2 games. So you guys have already played your first game. Play Province lost their first game 10 goals tonight against Plus Legends. They'll be looking to get back onto the winning track against Roots Esports. That's not an easy matchup too as well. How are you guys preparing mentally for that game? Because I know there are no consoles around for you to go and prepare mentally. How are you and Carlu, Jonas, and then Cobbs preparing mentally for that game?
The camp is a bit down, but I feel like we shouldn't be down. We should still just lock in. We have other matches to play. This is not the only match we are playing, so it's all good. We have to just lock in for the next match and make sure we get the W.
Well, make sure they get the W. Play Province will be in action right after this one, by the way. We've got updates for you guys. Ultimate Foot Hub also begin their campaign with 3 points. They beat EN Game Time, the team featuring right now there are so many Wonder Kids I can't keep up anymore. Featuring one of the Wonder Kids, Kyron, I'll put him in that bracket. 11-7. Ultimate Foot Hub won 11-7. Roots beaten Prime Lords, Roots, the team featuring one of the deadly duos, Wise Mans and then Juvenile in the mix. 10 goals to 5. Wonder Kid almost getting goal number 10 for VU in there. So Roots winning 10 goals to 5. Like I mentioned earlier, Plus Legends beat Play Province 10-9. Modern Row won their first game actually 10 goals to 8. So even if they lose this game, they'll be walking away from Matchday 1 with 3 points. And after 6 esports, that was our first game on the main broadcast, 9-2 against Gatsby Esports. EN Game Time picking up 3 points against Eze Gaming, and Showtime also picking up 3 points against Eze Gaming. Michael has drawn a little bit of a conversation amongst everybody who's come on the broadcast. Jacoby says he loved him. Wonder Kid was kind of skeptical about using Michael because he felt like he preferred other players. Mulish might be a great 10 from Messi, reverse elastico. And that's excellent stuff from Mulish as he gets one back, 9-3 now. Come back, Trail. Come back, Trail still looks difficult.
But against Wonder Kid, it's actually 2-2.
It's actually 2-2, so there is something to take home for him. 9-3 now, cutting into the deficit a little bit. Like we said, the goals are important for the leaderboard. If you're going to be beaten, try your best to not be beaten by too much big of a gap. At least give yourself something to hold on to going into the other games. I've seen this coming from Oscar Pace, and I don't know if it's intentional, but I keep saying Wonder Kid is overrated. How?
Yeah, I feel like he is personally trolling.
Yeah, then this I'll just take this as a troll, because I know Wonder Kid and Oscar Pace are very good friends.
They're very, very good friends.
But like Wonder Kid's overrated is a stretch. What this guy has done in his career, maybe right now as he's playing currently, maybe we can say he's overrated a little bit because of the name that he's got. But all time, no way anybody's accepting that at all. Bobby Charlton has also been in quite a number of teams. I also saw him at the Esports World Cup for some of the players, and he was performing very, very well. In that camp position especially, it's a deadly item to be able to use. Kid, with Thierry Henry, for Wonder Kid, you surely want to win this game on his own accord and not finish it with a draw. More or less like Farouk Manzo in that final in the National Youth Soccer League. He could have played a draw and still won the league against Kelafik, but he wanted to beat him, and you saw it in that final game. Truly epic battle in the National Youth Soccer League. Oh, that's the perfect pass to go in. Mulish through on goal. Messi has to score. It comes off the post. Well. When you needed the goals, these ones, you cannot afford to be missing them. Perfectly weighted pass. And Messi just can't find the finish.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I did say that he wanted to win the game, and now it's like more or less like 3-2 against Mulish. So getting that goal pretty important. That's goal number 10 for Virtual Union in that sense. 7-goal difference, and putting the game to bed. Lovely ball roll into the low-driven efforts. Keep getting comments from Alpha Qual. Says, tell Provella to sign me. Looks like they need help. Provella do have a lot of players on their roster, but I'm sure the Provella managers and everybody affiliated with Provella Esports, they're in the chat, so maybe they might contact you. Alpha Qual is also a pretty good player, but I thought it was actually with Prime Lot. I don't know if he's still on there, but maybe, just maybe. Mulish through on goal once more with Lauren James. Wonder Kid rushing with the goalkeepers. Mulish register one more goal on the board. This could be one of the highest scoring games actually that we've seen.
To be honest. 10-4.
all we keep saying about the national league for the Ghana Esports League is give the players a chance, give them to compete at the highest level, and not just an FC. There is eFootball action currently ongoing as well. We'll be bringing you the updates from that, possibly also giving you one game on stream from the eFootball community. Very, very important to us, and I've actually seen a post about FIFA East eFootball tournament actually happening in Saudi Arabia later on this year. So eFootball athletes will represent Ghana in Saudi Arabia. That should be fun. That should be very, very fun. One kid through on goal once more with Ghanaian challenge time around, and he's turning. As we hear roars from the crowd and our games happening off stream, we'll bring you all of the gist on that one too. The game's currently happening thick and fast as we conclude day one's madness. Let's see. Excellent pass into Taram Mulish to possibly get his fifth one for Team Modern Row. At that time, one kid defending to the best of his abilities. And then the game is structured at such a point where, because we are ending the game, everybody knows what works and what doesn't. Over the top, 2 balls are going to work. If you get in front of the goalkeeper, I don't think you have to ball roll as much. Because these days, when I try to ball roll, the goalkeeper comes and claims. So everybody knows what to do. It's just a matter of how well can you do them. Yes. And I think some of the players, they have shown that skill gap by showing that they can do them at a level as compared to the rest in a lower level. Well, speaking of levels, there is levels to this. And Virtual Union are showing their level. There is the VU to 2-man with another goal on the board. Kwakpo, most of them call him as well. He is picking up right where Survival left off. Excellent finish, low-driven effort, slotting it home. We're about 20 minutes away from Play Province versus Roots. It's an OG battle. 2 teams who've been within the eSports team for forever. I know I'll be asking you about predictions, but are you guys confident going into it, hoping that you guys can pick a first point in the Ghana Esports League?
Yeah, personally, I'm confident. I know I can get the job done, and I know Kalu is so confident as well. I feel like he can also get the job done. So we just have to take our chances.
Wait, if Kalu is actually going to play Wiseman, that would be a rematch at the Grade.
Yes.
Where Kalu beats Wiseman. So I know Wiseman has got this thing in his mind where he probably wants to be on like a revenge tour. We've already seen the revenge tour happening earlier on with Big House beating Sergio. Wiseman will look at that and draw a lot of motivation. That should be a very fun matchup, and I can announce to you that will be the next one on the main broadcast. Right after this game comes to a close, Wiseman versus Kalu, Play Province versus Roots, 2 of the OG teams doing battle. Should be a very, very fun one. Which is that onside from Mbappe? I think it is. As you get Kvaratskhelia in the mix, surely now you get one more goal in the bag. Look, they have 3 points in the bag already. They just needed to leave Accra today with something. So those 3 points are important. The goals are pretty important as well. So credit to Mulish. And I know this will be difficult for Mod to, comprehend. But it's all part of the game. You've had games where you've lost heavily. But then if you're in Mod situation, what are you doing the whole of the week to try to bounce back for next week?
I'll try and go back, watch my game, just work on some mistakes I was doing, because there were surely defensive mistakes, so it's all about you just locking in for the next match weeks and getting the best out of you. So yeah, it's not over, to be honest. So I think they'll do well.
Well, Dels believing that Mulish will definitely, more than Mulish will come back stronger. Almost as low-driven needs to be nerfed, licked. All right, with the new SC26 trailer, I don't think it's going to be nerfed, because they said right now if you double tap where previously it was for green time finishing, it's going to be for low-driven. Yeah. Are you of that same school of thought?
No, I'm not. I just prefer tapping the shot, because in some situations, just tapping the shot helps a lot. And right now, the way shooting has become, if you take time to shoot, like you try and load the shot, your defender has high defensive awareness and will be able to take the ball. So tapping the shots, that's the low driven, helps a lot. So double tapping it in FC26, I don't really know, but let's see.
Well, FC26 will definitely be in here. Will be around in September. So for all of those who want to go pro, that's the perfect way to start. And I guess hope that you're picking a lot of pointers from the Ghana Esports League. There's a lot to learn, and watching these pros will certainly help you in getting there. Reece James, Lauren James actually trying to get away from the defender, but he cannot produce. Alpha Call says, I'm signing with RB Gaming. Kennedy, Kwenu, and Toby for 26. Manager Dylan Raspino. Wow. That should sure be a quite interesting roster. That'll definitely be very interesting. And they might be able to, rattle a lot of the esports teams. Mulish just keeps adding on to the goals. And now he's gotten the tally to at least 5. The deficit of 5. So that's okay. This comment from Hugo Okai, I don't think it's fair. He says, what I'm seeing, we can't give Nigeria any competition. No way.
Hugo, I just want you to know it's a tournament, you understand?
There are games where you're not going to play well.
Yes.
And there are games where, you can't tell me you watch Survivor and you're not impressed with what he's done. You can't tell me you've watched Survivor and you're not confident that when he plays against the Nigerians, he can be able to do something. You can't tell me you just watched Baron in action and you're not convinced. You can't tell me what you saw with Guy Kobe. You are not also convinced. There have been positive performances and there have been negatives as well. It's all part of the esports ecosystem. It's all part of even traditional sports system as well. So we take the good, the bad, and the ugly. But of course, we try to build on the good and try to reshape the bad and the ugly to become good. 3 minutes before we wrap up how this game goes, Virtual Union have come here. They've done the business. Day one hasn't been a problem for them. 6 points out of a possible 6 in the bag for the VU boys. Survivor and Wonder Kid in your shots there. Enjoying the work that they've been able to put in so far. The points that they've got and the goal difference as well. We're just about 4 minutes to go before we wrap up what has been a dominant round of performances from both of the players. Wonder Kid, I'm here and actually has one more goal in, and we get it. The VU man putting on a display for the fans. Another excellent finish. Definitely was finding Henry open goal as easy as they'd like. They've done the job now. I think now everybody will look at the Virtual Union team and be like, this is possibly the team to beat. And with the target on their backs, you think they're good enough to shield off everybody who's trying to beat them now?
There are good teams that will be coming their way.
For the start, and Wonder Kid, one more goal in the mix. Crazy can win as convincingly as he can. Well. The VU man rolling back the years back to his prime when he used to just run through everybody. He's back at the top of the mountain where he belongs. See him in all of his glory, smiling a lot, of course. Job well done for Team VU. And right now, it will just be up to Modi Road to go back to the drawing board, work on a couple of things that they failed at. And, hopefully they come back next week and prove their mettle. Hopefully they work on their mistakes and get back on track and fight for the top of the league. And that will be that for how the action will end in that matchup. Impressive stuff from the VU boys. Deservedly draws applause from Dels. So we'll say thank you to Dels, but not goodbye, because you will see him pick up the controller. Play Province versus Roots is up next. There's more to come from the Ghana Esports League match day 1. The OG battle coming on now.
name is Nick Bakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared. I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Paku, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.
And I'll be presenting Ultimate Hub. It's a very good initiative, and it's going to help the boys get a better experience of the esports team. Probably like 2 months, 3 months. I think all the boys are good. Expect the best from us. So far, Ultimate Hub, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. But I think it's very good to upgraded players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I would say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups and representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
Pada representing Prime Loss Esports.
This is Pure Panic from Prime Loss Auto Esports.
My name is Safa Junior.
It's Guy Kobe representing Osmos Esports.
My name is Samuata from Osmos Esports. The Ghana Esports League is a place for underdogs like us to showcase our talent.
This is a great opportunity for all Ghanaian gamers. We've been playing a lot of tournaments, and I think this Esports League is going to be very wonderful and massive for us as gamers. People should expect nothing but the best. Osmos is bringing a new Wonder Kid in town, so we have something special for you guys.
You have been training for long, and he says this is my time to shine, so I have to come here and prove to them. Canvic record team, they have the best players in there, like Montana and stuff. So
I believe the Canvic Esports team has the best players in Ghana currently, so they are the team to beat in this tournament. Guy Kobe from Osmos Esports, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Samuata from Osmos Esports. This is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Nick Pakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared, but I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Paku, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.
And I'll be presenting Ultimate Hub. It's a very good initiative, and it's going to help the boys get a better experience of the esports team. Probably like 2 months, 3 months. I think all the boys are good. Expect the best from us. So far, Ultimate Hub, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. But I think it's very good to upgraded players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I would say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups and representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
Pada representing Prime Loss Esports.
This is Pure Panic from Prime Loss Auto Esports.
My name is Safa Junior.
It's Guy Kobe representing Osmos Esports.
My name is Samuata from Osmos Esports. The Ghana Esports League is a place for underdogs like us to showcase our talents.
This is a great opportunity for all Ghanaian gamers. We've been playing a lot of tournaments, and I think this Esports League is going to be very wonderful and massive for us as gamers. People should expect nothing but the best. Osmos is bringing a new Wonder Kid in town, so we have something special for you guys.
You have been training for long, and he says this is my time to shine, so I have to come here and prove to them. Canvic Record team, they have the best players in there, like Montana and stuff. So
I believe the Canvic Esports team has the best players in Ghana currently, so they are the team to beat in this tournament. Guy Kobe from Osmos Esports, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Samuata from Osmos Esports. This is the Ghana Esports League.
say, okay, maybe he has more reps under his belt and all of that. But like where the game is currently, Play Province lost their first match to Plus Legends. So they are coming into this one thinking they can't afford to lose points again. And Roots won their first match too. So the whole dynamic makes the showdown interesting. It is the OG battle. Play Province taking on Roots. Kalu and Wise Mars will open things up for us. I do believe they are ready. They'll be getting into the action pretty soon. And then Dels and Juvenile will also get to go. Look, we've spoken a lot about the rosters of all of these teams. Your roster looks incredible. Play Province's roster looks incredible. Roots roster looks incredible. After 6, madness. Ultimate half madness. Who do you think has the best out of all of the teams currently?
Charlie, the killer's plenty. The killer's plenty. So I know go pick but
you can't really pick between all of them.
Yeah, but Juvenile and Wise Mars, that's a very good pair.
Yeah,
and Survivor too.
Exactly, like Survivor and Wonder Kid, nice balance between the old and the new, making a nice balance. Look, Choice Brothers in the house. If you've got any questions in the comments, you can drop them. I'm sure the convict man will be looking to answer. But we're ready for showdown. Roots Play Province OG battle as Kalu and Wise Mars will have a repeat of the great group stages with Kalu picking up the win in that one. Wise Mars with big revenge on his mind. Look, every single time I'm on the broadcast, you hear me say time and time again that for Wise Mars, he's my favorite player to watch. He might not be the best player, but I think his game is the most aesthetically pleasing out of all of them. What do you think makes him special? that deep tells a lot.
Wise Mars, he has a lot in his arsenal. He has the flair, the passes, the one time, the dribbling, the triggering, everything.
And his game just looks so different as compared to everybody else, and that's why we rave about him a lot. But Kalu, we can call him an OG as well because he's been there through it all, almost the whole of the time. Kalu has been producing at a very high level as our Play Province will look to make inroads in the first 5 minutes of this game. Wise Mars great defending already.
You know, one thing about Kalu is that he's a direct player. So when he plays and he gets the chances, he makes sure that he takes it. You understand? But as for Wise Mars, he likes sometimes he overcomplicates things with too many passes, which are not necessary. Yeah.
Well, speaking of creating chances, there goes Wise Mars with his first crack at Kalu's defense. Player local coming with Joe Bellingham, Graham Hansen, and almost everybody's squad so far. Is she in your team? Did she make the cut to make your team?
No, not at all.
Wow, so who's actually playing like right wing in your team? Can you remember?
I prefer to play left-footed players on the right
side for like the Treveles.
No, for finesse.
For finesse, okay. So like a guy like Rafinha,
exactly.
In that sense.
Exactly.
There's Keane with the first low-driven effort from Wise Mars, well saved by the goalkeeper. Kalu somebody where the direct way he plays will always give him a very good advantage in moments where you don't expect him to excel, and right now there's a lot of hype around this thing. We all know of the banter between him and the Nigerians where it almost felt like him and Killer Africa were going back and forth in that sense. So I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are logged in looking at Kalu's performances as well.
Kalu is a very good player. Kalu is an OG. A matter of fact is that when I used to be in uni, I used to take lessons from Kalu.
Wow, if the great Choice Brother has lessons from Kalu, then who are you to not pick up something from him? Speaking of taking lessons from him, this could be an attacking lesson right before our eyes. Check. We haven't seen anybody actually use check, by the way. We haven't seen anybody use check. I went to see the comments and a lot of people are giving you love. Convict the Chop says biggest Choice Brother, Convict Records eSports team supporting their man. We'll see Choice Brother actually in action right after the Play Province and Roots game, and that's perfect from Wise Mars. Can't get the shot off.
Take your chances.
Well. The first 15 minutes has had a lot to discuss already. Both players coming close to opening the scoring. Hansen already that right hand side looking dangerous for Wise Mars, and a green time effort saved by the hair. Wise Mars looks locked in. He looks like a guy that doesn't want to lose this game at all. He has something that he really wants to pick up this win, and I would be seriously shocked if he doesn't go on and win this game. So Wise Mars doesn't look like somebody who likes to hold a grudge for a very long time. But this one, today when I met him, the first thing he said, give me Kalu.
Since FIFA 21. Since FIFA 21.
Yeah, that's truly insane. We'll be watching closely how the Roots Esports man does, and his teammate, of course, Juvenile, also in the mix. VG, a great finalist as well. He's coming to the scene and he's made a lot of noise as well. The spotlight has been on him, and he's always produced at a very high level. Wise Mars might be in again this time with Genola on the left-hand side. Kalu's defense has been steady and solid, preventing Wise Mars from breaking him down, but you know you can't keep the Roots man for too long. There goes the opener. As Wise Mars with a perfect way to grab his first goal of the game. Excellent finish that was.
Nice.
I mean, the way he's moving the ball from left to right and the transitions from defense to attack from Wise Mars, truly special. And if he gets into the groove like this, he's always difficult to stop.
Yeah.
I always remember you going around with Wise Mars where you go to go play better, you did him back. All of a sudden, like you pick a couple of tips from him to get to the level that you're at.
I really learned a lot from Wise Mars. His fast play, attacking intellect, everything. He's very good.
He just sees the game in a different way. And we get another look at that goal. Excellent finish. Olise. I do believe it's the shapeshifters Olise still in the mix. And who's your ST actually in your team?
Right now, I'm using Eusebio.
Eusebio as the ST?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm using the Immortals Evil.
Okay.
But the player who I'm actually looking to get is R9.
Yeah. You're hoping to pack him or what?
Yeah, I'm hoping to pack him.
Right.
R9 is my favorite player.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. You're putting your hope in EA. Well, exactly. EA goes. Hopefully you've had Choice Badger in there. But there could be Carlo with Thierry Henry, surely one of the best STs in the game. Goes down the byline and looking to come back into check. That time though, Wise Mars defense on lock. Carlo, fortunate for him, you win it back. We check.
Nice defense.
The aggression when it comes to defense, I think everybody needs to pick some playbook out of Guy Kobe's playbook. There goes Wise Mars once more.
What again do you want to do?
And he should be finishing. He should be finding the back of the net with these. This is a similar thing that happened at the grade.
Exactly.
Missing all of these chances, and Carlo goes on to punish him. And Carlo threw a goal with check. Huge save. The goalkeeper movement superb on that one. Wow. You know what? You almost saw like you saw the writing on the wall. You missed the chance elsewhere, EA will punish you. How many times have you been in that situation?
It always happens. That's how the game has been programmed.
Carlo getting fortunate with the bounce back, and I'm sure that's why he put Peter Cech in that position. Yeah. The height, the aerial ability, winning all of those second goals. Excellent finish from Thierry Henry. And we see a comment from Late. He says that's why you use Cech.
As for Cech, he's a glitch. He's like, let me say, Rafael Leao. Those kind of players, they always get a bounce back.
You almost feel like they have just the knack of being around where the bounce backs will be. And Carlo taking full advantage of that one. We knew this battle was going to be good. Like, anywhere you put this game, it can be called a final. Because these two players, they're the two of the very best that we have. And they'll always put on a show right before our eyes.
And one thing too about Carlo is that Carlo has done, I think, rank one back to back. Yeah, so Carlo is...
He's on form.
He's on form, yeah.
He's the man in form right now. Look, for my days in Nigeria for the National Youth Soccer League, when you have conversations with a lot of the Nigerians and you ask them about who they rate in Ghana a lot, it's always Wise Mars' name that comes up. Like, Tommy Day says the same. Killer Free Kick says the same. Farouk Mazos, everybody's raving about how Wise Mars plays, and his offense is truly on lock. And when he gets it going on offense, he's truly unstoppable, but he needs to finish up the chances like you were saying. If he doesn't, it always comes back to haunt him. Right now, offensively, he's controlling possession, he's creating all of the big chances. But knowing Carlo, he can soak the pressure.
Exactly.
And players like those, they excel against Wise Mars.
As for Carlo, as for Wise Mars, you just have to stay back and defend and play him on counter. That's how I see it.
Through ball goes in, Genola in again that time. Trying to go for an extra nutmeg, not working to his favor. Look, Carlo is playing Route 1 football. Direct. Immediately he gets it over the top through ball. No extracurricular activities on the pitch. Wants to go in right in for it. What do you think is going through Delce's mind as he's seeing this game?
Well, I think Dels trains a lot with Weissman, so he should know one or two things to give the advice to Kalu.
And that's what teammates are for. If you can't help your teammates in that situation, then why are you here? And playing Province, knowing that they've lost their first game, they are going into this game like a wounded lion. They need points on the board. Must win. I mean, Kamik hasn't played at all. How confident are you guys? Are you able to pick up points when you guys do play?
Charlie, we vex. We vex, but just say, I don't know why our match has been put to the last. We are because
Weissman, it seems like he heard us. And we said he was wasteful. Well, not on that occasion at all. Michael Ulise, he is the danger man up top.
Brace
for the Root Esports player. And I think he's gone near post both of the times. Excellent finish to go in. And for Weissman, just getting back to the levels that he can get. I think for Weissman, one of his main problems for me personally has been in LAN events, the pressure can get to him a little bit. Like at the grade, in games where he should be winning, on stream, he fails. But then off stream, he'll be able to win big games. But when the camera is on him, when everybody's watching, that's when the pressure gets. If he can conquer that, we have a beast. We have a beast to unlock us. We'll get to see how that goal actually went down. Nice, lovely player lock. Oh, that was just excellent. The trickster dribbling, insane for Weissman himself.
I always tell him that he should just, like, he's one of the best. If he plays to his potential, I don't think there'll be a lot of people who can stop him. But he's always telling me that he's a fraud. He'll choke. I'm telling him to just.
He has to take that mentality out of his mind right now.
He always he wants to sit down and play like a couple of games
to like get into the group. That doesn't happen in tournaments.
Exactly.
Tournaments, right off the go, you're picking up the controller. You have to go. You have to be able to get into your groove early. That pass is kind of a weird one from Kalu in those moments as our Weissman leads by 2-1 with about 3 minutes to go before this one comes to an end. Weissman possibly playing for the last attack in this first half. It's been a very enjoyable game. Myself here with Choice Badger from Cambridge Records Esports guiding you through this round 3 matchup in the Ghana Esports League. Hold it. Weissman's now settling into the groove and the player looks are just intense right now. When he gets cooking, he's truly one of the best, and we might sense that something great is coming from him. Hansen dancing in the area, possible last chance before the first half comes to a close. Well, that would have been insane if that had gone in. Well, he wanted to put on a show for us, but he just couldn't pull it off us. First half will come to a close. You think the scoreline is a good reflection of how the game has gone?
Oh yeah, but I think Weissman can do much more better because right now he's dominating the game. I think he can score an extra one.
Because if Kalu gets a goal, it changes the way the game is going right now.
Yeah.
Exactly, like he will change a lot of the momentum stuff and maybe might get into your head a little bit as well. And for Weissman, he needs to keep his foot on the gas. For Play Province, by the way, they also do need to score some goals. They have been struggling with them. They did lose to Plus Legends by 10 goals tonight, so that's one thing that they will be looking forward to working on. Since you're here, we'll have to have the Ghana-Nigeria conversation. And I know you've also heard about it. Nigeria has their top 4. Everybody's asking who will be in our top 4. And we are saying it will be based on individual performances in the league. But we are taking the league aside and we say, choice Badger, the choice is in your hands. Pick the 4 to represent Ghana to face off with Killer Freak, Farouk, Baji, and Rufai. Who's your choice?
Number 1, Padia.
Padia is going number 1 for you. Yeah. Wow.
As for Padia, that guy, that
guy is pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Aside Padia, who do you have?
Padia, then Montana.
Montana also in the mix. Not surprising at all. Great champion, man in form as well. We'll see him in action later on.
Okay, then
Weissman, he could get possibly the 3rd one. It's what he wanted to do earlier on. And today might just seem like the day for the guys who want the revenge.
I think he's listening to us. He's taking his chances.
Weissman, to the best of his abilities, finding the back of the net with an excellent place finish. The knockdown from Hullet, extra pass into Hurricane, and it's just perfect FC from the Root Esports player. Well, would you complete your list?
Okay, so I mentioned
so Padia, Montana, Who joins that squad?
I'm going to give 3 players.
3 more players?
Yes. I can't fit them into the last
2. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to mention Wise Mass.
Wise Mass in the mix, okay.
Survival.
Think he's good enough to face them?
Yeah.
Wow. So if we put up a Survival versus Kelafi, you think he can hold his own?
Yeah, he can. Of course.
That will surely be interesting. And then who's that last player?
Guy Kobe.
Guy Kobe in the mix as well. Well, that matchup will surely come on. We'll be looking at it closely to see how we do perform. But right now, Wise Mass putting on a show for everybody. Look, there's been conversations about him being one of the very best around. He just needs to put up performances together and win those big ones to announce himself to the scene. Right now, Kalu, things not working for him, but maybe a goal might change the way things are looking. Goal! And speaking of goals, there is one back. And we know goals build momentum.
Kalu know the grill. Hey, Kalu.
Well. We knew this game was going to be as close as ever. Both players, when they settle and they play their type of FC, they always cause problems for whoever is in front of them. Another well-worked finish, kind of baited with a run with Henry, and an excellent touch from Petr Cech, smashes it into the open goal. It's Cech somebody that fits your style of play, because I feel like he's a bulky guy. If you're turning with him, maybe you don't have the much success, but Carlos using him perfectly.
Not at all. I don't like Cech. I like swift players.
Yes.
People who
like the Messis, the Eusebios, those
who are agile, and people who have speed. So if you have those kind of players, you can decide whether to slow the game or speed up the game.
But the thing is, for Kalu, we've seen him use the aerial ability of Cech already. So maybe that's why he has him in the squad. I mean, everybody and his preference.
Yeah.
Wiseman has been set back a little bit by that goal. We'll have to do it all over again. Now 3-2 the scoreline is looking like Juvenile and Dels are locked in as well. Looking at how this game will finish before they pick up the controllers to Genola for Wiseman as he surveys his area. And every single time he's recycling the ball, I think there are a lot of things that come to a player's mind, where your players are, the positions they're in. But if you're able to use the player lock, you change the way the dynamic of the game operates. You were beast yourself in 23, but then the player lock wasn't OP then. Is this something that you've added to your game to take you to maybe like a different level? You still don't player lock?
I don't like player locks. even though I think they are very good to move the players, your opponent's players out of position, I don't really fancy.
Kalu maybe through a goal with Cech. Play Province. Rise from the ashes. Dios Bendiga, they call him. Kalu right back in the mix. The never say die attitude will always show off. Wow. And just the lapse of concentration from Wiseman. A through ball gets in. The lofted through pass as well, I think, is very underrated.
Yeah, I saw that in the World Cup.
The EWC, yeah.
I think that's one of the up passes right now, the OP passes.
As we get another glimpse of it, extra pass with Henry, lofted pass, excellent. It will break down the defense. That's why he likes using Cech. He will push your defenders away. Even Van Dijk couldn't stand that opportunity. Wow. Kalu and Wiseman putting on a show for the fans. Like we told you guys, the OG teams, when they come on the main broadcast, they'll always produce. And you know what? Dale's just giving him a couple of tips here and there to get him in the action. Wiseman leading earlier on 3-1, and all of a sudden it is 3-3.
That was a poor
defending. You think he moved his defender out of position?
This game is patterns and mechanics, so you have to play the game how it's meant to be. You don't have to drag your defenders out of position. No, it will cost you a lot.
Well, it's much easier said than done, by the way. Yeah. Like we can say it all we want, but when you pick up that controller, look, tries to say it himself, but he knows deep down that he's made mistakes too. Like it's just so difficult to pull up. That's why the best of the players, they minimize the number of times that they make those errors, and they will stand out as the very best in the world. 60 minutes gone. This one right where we wanted, 3-3 on a nice edge over the top, 2 ball once more. Milinkovic-Savic says enough is enough with those passes. I will stop this one.
Weissmas is playing 4-4-2.
That's what you're 4-4-2.
Yeah, and I think the mindset with that is just attack. So I'm hoping he will be able to score more.
But the thing about the 4-4-2 is that midfield area, you won't be able to have that control that you want because if Kalu's playing that 4-2-3-1, he has more players in that midfield area.
That's why he just wants to attack and score more. That's his plan.
Well, if that's on his mind, he's got about 30 minutes to execute that form of offense. Caicedo returning into Hullet. Play Province's Kalu, who had a slow start in that first half. Looks like he has had fresh breath. He's had something to hold on to and it just can't materialize on the offense. But right now, where the game is heading to, next goal will be crucial. Next goal will be insanely crucial as to how this game ends. Kalu wins in a promising position. He's got options to choose from. Henry, who is in the finesse? For the very first time, Kalu leads. Play Provinces. Kalu taking his chances as they come. And he does it perfectly. What a turnaround that was. The pressing. You were quite impressed with how he pressed and won that ball.
I had a feeling it will come.
Like you said that it's part of the game mechanics. If you keep missing your chances and you can't hold on to a lead and the momentum shifts, it will go into your opponent's favor.
Opponents will bounce back.
Wow. The games in which we've seen, the way games can turn and how quickly they can turn. I know you've been in this position before, especially Weissman's position where you're leading all of a sudden, the opponent equalizes and now he leads. What are you telling yourself in that moment? Are you making a tactical change? Is the 4-4-2 the best formation to be using right now? In your opinion?
4-4-2 said no. 4-4-2 said no. You can't play the game without CDMs. I don't think you'll be able to defend. Even see Andes.
Yeah.
See what
happened to him? Well, the FC Pro World Champion also suffering at the hands of that Moroccan Fakir. Losing earlier on a right now. Weissmas on the verge of losing this game. But you know what? It's not too bad of a scoreline. If it ends like this, Juvenile still has a chance. Just a one-goal margin, not bad at all for him.
But it will still put a little of pressure on
Juvenile. Because now Dels can sit back and invite a little bit of that pressure. Carlos cooking. Oh yes! They call him the OG for a reason. He has totally changed the complexion of this game. 5 goals to 3 now. Play Province were hungry for points. And with the way Carlos is playing, you know they desperately want those 3 points. Well.
I'm disappointed in Weissmas. I'm very disappointed.
We said time and time again that you cannot underestimate the powers of Kalu. And what a way to bounce back, lead for the very first time, and make sure that you give your teammate another advantage. Look, there's still a lot of time on the clock, and we've seen that Weissmas has gone into the pause. You think he's going back to the 4-2-1-3?
Weissmas.
At this point,
Weissmas.
Charles Van just lost for West for a friend. And we're seeing the changes that he's making, where he's getting a different set of players. I mean, stamina will count in these moments where maybe you'll be adding a little bit of the press, you'll be putting some pressure on Kalu. But at this point, one thing will be on Kalu's mind. Try to at least maintain a 2-goal, a 1-goal lead for Dels and put him in an advantageous position. We get to see the goal again, but I think Kalu was very fortunate here. Immediately he gets into Rafinha, and by the way, he did a really great job of getting to him. He got a lucky bounce here. Milinkovic Savic. No way that should be going through. You think that does it come from a timing? In the sense that Weissman didn't time the tackle button well.
Yeah, the game is coding. So if Kalu registers his skill move before Weissman makes the tackle, I think he should beat him easily.
That's quite surprising. Like it's very, very surprising the way that one went in. But Kalu wouldn't care at all. He's got Play Province right where they want to be. And right now, they're up by 2 goals to the good. against Roots Esports. And we're seeing a lot of love for Kalu inside the chat as well. Poor boy. I know Play Province's athlete says nobody go fit Play Province for the tourney. Well, there's about 50 matches to be able to determine that, but we love your support. Keep them coming in. Brad just says, Weissman, stop thinking too much and lay your passes. I think Troy Esbad has also shared sentiments about that as well. Bullets. And Kalu now taking his time with possession of the ball. Not rushing anything at all.
But you cannot change from 4-4-2 to 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 is also a defensive formation. Yeah.
So maybe like a 4-2-4, a 4-2-1-3.
4-2-1-3. 4-2-1-3. That's the formation.
Wait. If you're in Weissman's position, are you going all out attack and try to cut into the deficit, or at least keep it like this for Juvenile?
I will not press that much, because if I press, it will leave my defense open. Yeah, and it will go against me.
Yeah.
And I think there's still a little bit of time, because it's 9 minutes.
Yeah. There is a little bit of time, meaning that Kalu could also add more goals in some other sense. So Weissman has got to be careful with the choices that he's making. Kalu will play short. Genola will win the ball back. Play Provinces. Kalu trying to get his team roaring on. This could be an opportunity for Weissman as he's through on goal with Olise. Can he find a way to break through that defense? Well, that was a lovely move to, like, what goes through his mind is very, very important. And he almost pulled it off. Peter Cech gets through on goal once more. It's goal number 6. Kalu.
Weissman's defense is very, 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 very appalling.
Wow. Look, if you look down, if you watch how the first half went to how the second half has gone, totally opposite.
See, Kalu is a tournament player. He knows how to play the tournaments. He knows how to soak the pressure in.
Well, so you think we have tournament players and those who like can play? No, I'm not saying casual, but like not in a tournament setting.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you have to list your favorite tournament players, Kalu would be in the mix.
Exactly, Kalu is inside. Kalu is a red player. I even put myself.
Yeah,
I'm also a tournament player. Yeah. Because I'll always make sure that one game will be one of my best games.
You know who I don't view as a tournament player too much? Dels.
Dels, yeah.
I think for Dels, when he gets a tournament, the pressure can get to him a little bit. Yeah. But for Kalu and Co, I think somebody behind us also is a tournament player, guy Kobe.
Yeah,
he just has that knack of playing tournaments and producing at big stages. But this is not your ideal tournament. It's a league format, so there's a lot of games. So maybe their pressure of playing in just one game in a tournament might not come to play here, and they'll have a lot of games to recover.
Every game counts. You need a point. Because I think it's on goal difference.
Yes, it's on goal difference.
Goal difference. So the goals too are important. You need to win. You have to take a bit nice pass.
Excellent pass from Weissman, possibly to get a consolation goal before this one comes to a close. Brilliant pass too. And that sums up how things have gone for the Roots Esports player, struggling with getting to break down Kalu's defense. But what a comeback this one has been. We thought revenge was going to be on the cards, but that Kalu says no, not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time at all.
Kalu is very, very wicked. Hey, Kalu still won't score. Hey.
I'm already seeing in the chat from RF Future, they're calling Kalu the Killer Freak and Montana stopper. Hey. A little bit of precision shooting coming to play there. Four minutes of added time to go in this one. Kalu has put Play Province in a promising position to secure all 3 points. So maybe Weissman has one more in him. Rudol it in the way. Great performance from Weissman and Kalu all around. I think they both really played well, especially that first half. Weissman was incredible. But the performance that Kalu has put up, surely one for the ages. Check. Still in the mix. And he just can't break him down, but that will do us for part 1 of Roots versus Play Province. Excellent performance from Kalu. Do you think this put Dels in the perfect position playing against Juvenile?
Yeah. Dels has they also be comfortable now. 3 goals is, I don't think
it's a healthy league.
Yeah, it's a very good league because they are all pros. I don't think girls will sit and watch Juvenile score him.
Well, is it impossible to think that Juvenile can beat Dels by 3 goals? I don't think it's impossible.
I don't think it's possible.
Well, Choice Badger thinks it's impossible. What do you think in the chat? As we'll go for a quick break. When we are back, we'll get you the return leg, play Province versus Roots. They also pick up the controller. So will Juvenile. Don't go anywhere. Second leg coming.
Shout outs to Kanvik because we are winning the league. Yeah.
We'll be back.
I go by the name Wicked and Jovial, but if you're a fan, just call me Carlo. I represent Play Province. It's a very good one because it's going to showcase a lot of Ghanaian talent. As you know, we are the best in like FC, like in this West African region. So I've been training a lot. Like if you've been joining my streams and all that, you see that I've been playing the game very well. So I'm not going to disappoint anyone that believes in me. I want to face Wonder Kid. I have a squad setter. He has been scoring me like on my stream like recently. I really want to get back at him. And I think the tournament is the best revenge. I'm tipping Play Province, of course. I'm in there, Charlie. Expect nothing but magic. I'm Wicked and Jovial, playing for Play Province. This is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Nick Bakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared. I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Paku, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.
And I'll be presenting Ultimate Hub. It's a very good initiative and it's going to help the boys get a better experience of the esports team. Probably like 2 months, 3 months. I think all the boys are good. Expect the best from us. So far, Ultimate Hub, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. I think it's very good to upgrade the players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I would say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups representing After 6 esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
Representing Prime Loss Esports.
This is Pure Panic from Prime Loss Auto Esports.
My name is Safa Junior.
It's Guy Kobe representing Osmos Esports.
My name is Samuata from Osmos Esports. The Ghana Esports League is a place for underdogs like us to showcase our talent.
This is a great opportunity for all Ghanaian gamers. We've been playing a lot of tournaments, and I think this Esports League is going to be very wonderful and massive for us as gamers. People should expect nothing but the best. Osmos is bringing a new wonder kid in town, so we have something special for you guys.
You have been training for long and he says this is my time to shine, so I have to come here and prove to them. Canvic record team, they have the best players in there, like Montana and stuff. So
I believe the Canvic Esports team has the best players in Ghana currently, so they are the team to beat in this tournament. Guy Kobe from Osmos Esports, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Samuata from Osmos Esports. This is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Nick Bakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because
All right. You go change the scores, man. The team name. We get back into it. First half of the action done with Roots and Play Province. Kalu doing the business, 6 goals to 3. And we swap the roster again, but not too big of a swap. From one Canvic man, we move on to another Canvic player. Mbappe joins me in the mix. Mbappe, I welcome to the broadcast. Okay. I don't think I've seen your commentary duty before.
Commentary
duty?
No.
Never. Well, this will be his first time, and for Mbappe, he adapts to things quickly, so I'm sure we'll get going. So far, you see some of the games, you see some of the players. Who has impressed you so far? Like somebody that you were expecting to like really play well that has shocked you so far?
I've seen a lot of good bats. Maybe the one at the top of my mind is I think Faculty played well against Baron. Yeah, the game was.
What was the scoreline?
It was 4-1, but it was 1-1 until the 82nd minute.
And in those 80 minutes, that's where Baron pulled away.
Yeah, so it was a very intense game to watch.
Interesting. There are a lot of things that everybody is noting around. Canberra Records, you guys haven't been in action. I know they're about to start Mayweather and then Montana about to handle everything. If you see the rosters on everybody's squad, do you think you guys are like the elite of the elite, the best of the best among all of the 16?
Oh yes, definitely.
Well, Mbappe seems to believe, Choice Bata only also believe that their team is the very best at the very top. We just saw Kalu beat Weissman by 6-3. Is that a scoreline that shocks you?
Yeah, very much. Because like we all know the level Weissman plays. Like whenever he's at his best, it's very difficult to play against Weissman. So I don't know. Most times Weissman's the tension.
You know what Choice said? Like, he said Weissman. He feels like Weissman's not a tournament player.
Yeah.
You share the same sentiment.
I really share that because Weissman, you know the level when you play with him. Like you know the level the guy is on. So like sometimes getting to that stage and he can't replicate that level. It's like.
But do you think the way we hype up Weissman, we know the level that he can play at, do you think it downplays how good Kalu is too? Because Kalu, to be honest, given the can be the very best around.
That's true, but like Weissman's level, even Kalu knows it. Like, very technical player. And Charlie, I don't know. Most times I even text him and I'm like, hey, what's up? What's
going on?
It's like we don't understand it.
I mean, we're all but for if top pro like if Mbappe can't dissect what's happening with Weissman, who am I? But it's all part of the game. As we'll get to go into the second leg. Juvenile will take on Dels. Dels, I know you know him personally from your time we played Province and all of that. His evolution is also getting to a level when Choice Bacha put Dels in the same bracket with Weissman as players who struggle in tournaments. But he has a 3-goal cushion. Definitely, you'll be in like an advantageous position.
Yeah, but you know, Dels is also a player that allows some kind of tension to her. But I think he has grown over the years. And years.
So you think he has overcome that pressure a little bit?
3 goals, like, it should be done then.
Well, in Mbappe's mind, 3 goals should be done. But if we get a goal in the first 10 minutes, hey, there will be fireworks. But speaking of Dels and how great he has been, Juvenile, we can't overlook how good he's been too. Great, coming up as a finalist. I'm choosing championships, finishing in top 4. All of the big tournaments, he is performing. You think 3 goals? If Juvenile beats Dels by 3-0, would you be surprised?
No.
That should not be a scoreline that would be shocking.
No, not
so in Juvenile's mind, it should be possible. And that's how I feel like he should approach the game as we'll get the second leg to go down. Juvenile taking on Dels. Already, Carlo has done like, should we call it 50% or 60% of the work? 50% of the work. Now, it's up to Dels to put the 3 points in the back. Play Province actually lost their first game to Plus Legend. So they need these 3 points, and I'm sure they also have that at the back of his mind. Play Province in the red and the white, I do believe it's an Ajax kit. And for Root Esports Juvenile, will be in the black and the green. He has a serious task on his hand. If you're in Juvenile's position, are you playing your normal formation? If you're playing like a 4-2-1-3, is that why you're still playing right from the get-go? Or knowing that you have to score 3 goals, you go all guns blazing within the first few minutes?
Well, like it's 9 minutes half, right? So like it's still a long way to go. So I think you should start and like assess what Dels has to offer within the first 15 minutes. Then maybe you can change something in the game. But for now, you shouldn't go all out pressing, leaving spaces behind for Dels.
Those first 15 minutes are certainly going to be crucial. And if it's Dels who get the first goal, that'll surely be job done. Red time finish.
Yeah, the pressure we are talking about.
That's surprising. Very surprising. Or maybe the pressure from Stam also being that close to the player also caused that. But Dels showing us why he's considered one of the best attacking players around currently.
And Dels is also one of the players who knows how to manage games very, very well. So I think this will be an interesting game because Juvenile knows he has 3 goals to overcome, 3 goals deficit to overcome. And Dels is someone who also knows how to keep the ball very well. So it will be an interesting game.
Well, when I didn't have the privilege of being in Nigeria, a lot of their players kept mentioning Weissman, and they put Dels in the mix as well. Killer Freak rates him highly, Farouk rates him highly. I think Tommy also rates Dels very highly because I think they do play a lot of practice games with him and they know the level that he can play at. Oh, that one had gone and that would have been surprising. Milinkovic savage from distance there, but Dels on a good day he can go toe to toe with the very best around.
Yeah, that's 100%. whenever he has his day and is in his groove and is in his moments, like Charlie, he can do anything. So it should be expected of him to.
Speaking of Dels, he'll be on the attack once more, testing out that defense of Juvenile, and he's opening them up. And that could have been his first goal of the game, trying that low-driven finish. Get the corner in. We said set pieces in FC 25. If you are not careful, you will always be punished. Is this something that you've worked on as well?
Yes. The first goal. Yes.
Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, when you have tall players like him, you have to utilize them. Overhead kick for Dels, and now Play Province look to be smooth sailing into possibly their first 3 points of the league. Excellent finish from Milinkovic-Savic.
Yeah, but I think Juvenile didn't really defend this very well. So
I think
maybe
what usually happens with the corners is it can be taken so quickly. Yes. Exactly. You don't have the opportunity to switch and
I understand.
And cover. It's always so difficult to be able to react in moments like those. We get to see the corner again. Look how quickly Dels takes this one. It doesn't give Juvenile an opportunity.
That's true.
And Juvenile didn't have any tall player in the mix.
The tallest, the player with the area was even at the far
at the back. So it was always going to be difficult for him to recover. But Juvenile might be in already. Messi making inroads into dangerous positions. But Dels, all important goal, and calming things down a little bit. We're not going to keep this guy quiet for too long.
Never.
His offense is too good for you to keep him quiet for too long. Juvenile, right back in the mix, and right back.
And this is how the game was expected to be. I mean, if like Weissman's game was a bit close, like this game would have been a totally different game to approach. Wow. I mean, this is what the situation is at the moment.
Pretty boy Dels in a strong position to still pick up 3 points for Play Province, but there's still a long way to go. Excellent finish from Juvenile as we look to do possibly one of the craziest things that we'll ever see. If he finds a way to come back from 3 goals down, that'll definitely be the craziest thing I've seen in Ghana Esports.
Indeed.
Joe Bellingham, I think almost everybody that has been on the broadcast with me, I have asked him that question. And once Mbappe is here, I'll have to also put him on the spot. There is the Ghana versus Nigeria coming up. Their top 4 has already been determined. In Killer Freak, Farouk, there will be Baji Junior and Rufai. They will all be coming down to Accra, Ghana after the Ghana Esports League is done to play our top 4 best as well. If we put the mandate in your hands to select our top 4 to go on and face them, right off the top of your mind, according to who you've played and who you feel like can do the job, who are you picking? And I know it's a difficult task.
Yes.
The pool of players that we have, picking amongst them is difficult, but everybody has been able to pick a top 4. I think names are a constant where your teammate Montana, people put Padilla in the mix, someone said Baron should be in the mix as well. Survival, that seems really good to be in there, but I don't have to put pressure on you.
I don't know.
You mention your names and let's see. Dels with the red tie finish gets fortunate. You take that one all day long. Karim Benzema. First time I'm actually seeing Karim Benzema being used, and he comes off pretty important for Dels.
Well, I'll this is what I'll see. The Nigerians are very good, right? And we are equally very good. But I think most times we don't really believe in the kind of quality we have. So it's up to us to realize what we also can do and like work on it. Because if you mention the likes of Montana, Weissmas, even Principal Dels, Survival, Guy Kobe, Big Ups, Baron, like these are players that's like on a good day.
And I mean Toby might even be in a mix too.
Yeah, like stressing your brains out. But like I don't know. I really don't understand.
But that'll be the first chance we get to play like a physical event.
Yes.
Because we've complained of pink for a very long time.
It will be very important to see that game and finally put all those paying latency businesses all to bed.
Because when I was in Nigeria, Charlie, they chat me for them. So for them, they said there were two games up already. They feel like Killer Freak and Farouk is beating anybody that we put in front of them. And I didn't share the same sentiment. I think we have players that can actually stop them, but I mean, we'll have to prove it as well. So definitely when that one comes by, we'll be looking closely at Kalu already doing the business earlier on in that game against Weissmas. Juvenile puts in a difficult position right now.
I want to also ask you a question. Do you think let's say with the players we have over here, let's say we organize a tournament and we invite Farouk and Killer Freak to come and participate in the tournament. Do you think they're going to do it?
Like, let's say a 16-man tournament and all of the 14 players are from Ghana. No way. No freaking way. Exactly. No way. No way. Even if I know deep down in my heart I don't be able to win, no way. I'll say this on camera. Maybe off camera, I'll say something else, but no way. But I believe we are good enough to beat them. Someone will take points off them. There's Juvenile in again. Very unfortunate. Places straight right at the goalkeeper, and he just can't break him down. Going into the comments, Robin Hammond believes that Ghana can never beat Nigeria. Wow.
Well, it's an opinion, so it's welcome.
Lone also thinks, he says, I don't think Farouk's game is unstoppable now. I mean, he's not the best player in the world, so we wouldn't call him unstoppable. But in Africa, the guy is something else. The guy is really something else. And we also saw his campaign at the last chance qualifier. Yeah. Excellent. He was one win away from getting into the top 128. So the guy is truly, truly special. Someone put Kalu in the mix for Ghana's top 4 to face Nigeria. And we already know if it's banter with Killer Freak already. So yeah, he's one of the few ones that have proven to beat him.
I wouldn't pick a player based on that because our nation's integrity is at stake. So we should really pick players we know would be able to deliver, and later on, Kalu and Killer Freak can settle their differences.
Somewhere else. Maybe they can play off stream in Ghana somewhere. Well, for those asking for the criteria that we'll actually be using to pick the players, because we are playing in a team-based tournament, it will be based on your individual performances. Right. So I'll not be the only one to make the decision. I think everybody will be involved. We pick our consensus top 4, and then we face off against Nigeria. It will be happening right after the Ghana Esports League is done. So keep close tabs on that one. Robert Hammond comes against us. Kalu is no match for Killer Freak. X2S Crest saying Freak Squam 10. Well, Kalu to Squam 9. So it's give and take at this point. We need to have like one last final match to decide who actually is the best. But that showdown will be epic. 30 minutes gone, and they was holding on to that precious lead for Play Province. Ginola will get to the ball first before Maicon. Messi gets the lucky break and deals. Moving the goalkeeper a little bit too early, kind of anticipating that the shot will come earlier. Juvenile taking his time with that one, and now that 3-goal deficit is restored. And Juvenile is giving himself like hope to cling on to, in the sense that Dels is not pulling away from him. 3 goals are not impossible to come back from, and this one, he'll take that all day long. I think SC26 in the trailer, they said they'll try to work on these things where the bounce backs will not be happening too many times, but hopefully it works. Hopefully it works in that regard. We'll get a glimpse at the goal again.
I think we are not seeing the best of Dels because he, at the back of his mind, he has like a 3-goal lead to fall back.
I mean, there have been multiple situations already on stream. One kid went into a game, he had 6 goals. Bigas had already done the job against Sergio. Baron Odi was going into a game where he had 3 goals. So it's been multiple scenarios where it's looking like this. But credit to the guys who actually played first. Kalu putting on a show and then making the job a little bit more easier for Dels. But Dels trying to see out this very impressive win. The quick passing is something that he always has in his game, but he can't break the defense down. At this moment, he will have to keep Juvenile at arm's length as we speak.
I think the way the game is going, the next goal is going to be very crucial. Like if Juvenile gets the next goal,
that second half will be epic.
What Dels is really made
of. Exactly. Like when you're under pressure, knowing at the back of your mind, like we've all been in situations where you are leading by like 3-0. The guy gets one goal, and all of a sudden,
and it's like the game is turned upside down. So
all of a sudden, the momentum will shift. And I'm sure that's what Dels is trying to prevent, but you can't prevent it by giving away passes like those. As Juvenile will work his way and try to cut down into that deficit. Messi into Ginola. Through pass comes in. Ronaldo.
What a tackle.
Excellent tackle from Lukaku. Everybody has spoken about different centre-back pairings. This is the first time I'm seeing Lukaku and Van Dijk. Who's your centre-back pairing for your team?
Maldini and Van Dijk.
Maldini. Wow, you're the first person saying Maldini, actually. The footage item. Wow. Rafinha's effort almost beating the hair on that occasion. Dumfries will find Mbappe on a really great run on that set. Look, Juvenile, I think the patterns of his play are very clear. If he's using the wings, you have to notice the runners that are coming in. They're pretty important, and if you can't track them, you'll be in trouble almost every single time. Back post cross comes in. I was surprised Van Dijk didn't win that, then eventually he does. Like, that's what your defenders are there to do. As Dels, I'm sure, will not be rushing anything at all. We'll try to calm things down and take that 3-goal advantage into the second half of action. Mind you, right after this one, Mbappe's team will be in action. Convict Records Esports, they'll take on Ultimate for our last game on the broadcast for Matchday 1 in the Ghana Esports League. So Mbappe might be in action actually later on. I remember at the grade when we were about to start, you were like, is precision shooting necessary? Start finishing necessary? Have you picked up on it now?
Yeah. Now I'm
because
better on.
Like we've heard from EA, 26 compulsory time finishing. A compulsory precision because now time finishing will be taken out of the game. So that's one or two things that you have to learn about the game going in. First half, pretty balanced between the two. I mean, the scoreline also depicts how balanced there has been. Dels has done a very good job of just keeping Juvenile at arm's length. He hasn't let him create too many opportunities. And Dels on his own has also played pretty well himself. So right now, just has to keep cool and see this game. For Juvenile, I think we need to see more chances created. Excellent finish from Dels.
That driven shot already beats the keeper, and for him to have the audacity to time.
Let me green.
It's crazy.
Well, the very best players want perfection, and that's what is on Dels' mind. Hear the roars from the crowd. Play Provinces Dels needs those 3 points. Play Provinces Dels looks as locked in as ever to secure all 3 points for that team.
What do you think is on Wiseman's mind?
Why did I let Kalu beat me by that much?
Wiseman is someone who is very passionate about the game. So I think he's really ruined some of the chances against in the previous game.
Yeah, it will be tough on him. But the thing is, with this league, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's not like our usual one weekend league where we are done. We're playing across 4 weekends, so you can't let one loss get to you.
Exactly.
Even if you lose, you have to keep your head down.
To come back.
Forget about that loss and just keep going.
Exactly.
But I think we've got a glimpse of how good Virtual Union is. They've won 2 games out of a possible 6 points. That team looks cracked right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like most of the teams, like I can mention about 6 teams that are crazy because it's like now we have players who are good players who are evenly distributed amongst teams.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see.
Yeah, it is indeed interesting. Robert Hammond asks us like, why you not show Wonder Kid and Mulish the mascots? We actually showed the whole of the game, by the way. So if you didn't get it, you can just rewind and see how that game actually ended. I'm trying to get the results for the other games that did happen, because there are other games happening off stream. I do believe that Comeback Records are actually in action right now, but Mbappe is not in that game. So it's Mayweather and Montana who are doing battle for Convict Records Esports. They're actually playing against Gaicobi's Osmos, Gaicobi and Samuel's Osmos. Just to run you guys through the results once more. Roots Play Province, currently we are seeing 9-5. We got Cab and Gatsby, with Gatsby picking up a heavy win, 14-6. That's wild. After 6 esports beating Showtime by 4-1. Provella losing to Osmos 11-5. Virtual Union, well, those 2 wins coming in handy. They beat Modern Row on stream 13-6. Ultimate Fohab, pretty impressive win against Ian Game Time 11-8. Roots Esports, well, they did pick up a win earlier on against Prime Lords 10-5. Plus Legends picked up a win against Play Province 10-9. Modern Row also got a win 10-8 against Cab Gaming. And after 6 esports, 9-2 against Gatsby Esports. Virtual Union 16-11 against Plus Legends. Ian Game Time 3-0 against Eze Gaming. Showtime 3-0 against Eze Gaming as well. The standings on the table actually look pretty interesting, because right now Virtual Union rooted at the top of the table. They have plus 12 goal difference. That's insane. 6 points. Dels almost coming close to getting number 10 for Play Province, but the goalkeeper coming to the rescue of Juvenile. After 6 esports, is in second position, also with 6 points. Currently, Play Province in third, Roots Esports in fourth, Gatsby, Showtime, Ian Ginter. So as it stands, it's only Virtual Union and after 6 esports that have won both of their games, and that's pretty impressive.
In a few minutes, we'll join them.
We'll do say
So it's a matter of time.
Well, we'll be waiting for the scoreline from that Osmos versus Canvic Records esports game as well. 16 minutes gone, edging closer and closer to the end of this game. Dels might be in again with Benzema. He's on a low island. This one, can he conjure up something? And Dels now, he knows he doesn't need to rush anything.
I think Juvenile is in trouble now.
Yeah.
Like, Dels will be able to calm down and play like to the tempo he wants to. So yeah.
Well, the comfortable players will always produce at such a high level. Son, just taking his time, biding his time, working his way through that pack defense of Juvenile. And that's for the Ghana Esports League and Vela again from Lionel Messi. As we get a disconnection, we'll definitely get everything right back on track to be able to continue where that game left off. But excellent game that we are seeing from. Make sure that Juvenile is working for the goals that are coming in. I think if it continues like this, they're certainly going to pick up the win. If it continues like this, Play Province will grab those 3 points. But Juvenile needs to do a lot more to be able to respond in this game. I think it's the perfect time for us to also go on a quick short break. And of course, when we're back, we'll bring you the last 30 minutes of the action. Play Province versus Roots. And then, of course, Canvic will be in action on stream. We are back for the last 25 in-game minutes of this one. Dels still holding on to that 3-goal lead. And, sometimes the restart can be a blessing in disguise. And you know it might be a blessing to Juvenile. Because right now the stamina is at the full bar. So if you were pressing before and their stamina was low, this would be the perfect time to press.
At the same time,
win the ball back.
Be a positive for Dels. Because it breaks the flow of the game.
Yeah. Like if momentum was on Juvenile side, that pause will definitely kill it. I know of players who, if you've got momentum, they are going into a pause. They'll take the full 50 to 60 minutes pause, 60-second pause to try to kill off your momentum a little bit. So it could go both ways, and the last 30 minutes we'll be able to find out whose way it will go. Maybe it will go Dels' way early on from the restart. Milinkovic Savage almost there. Bellingham will get it into Benzema, and he almost.
Who is your favorite striker? Henry, Benzema, or R9?
You know what? I was torn between like Henry and R9, but what I've seen Kalu do with Czech. That evil Czech is insane.
There are some kind of players that specific players know how to use.
Yeah. But I don't think Czech is everybody's type of player.
No, I don't.
Like, because he's that bulky, I was speaking to Troyce and he said he doesn't like that type of striker. Is that your type of striker?
No, not at all.
Because I was quite surprised I actually saw him using Czech.
Yeah, I think even with this thing he used for the contents with Killer Freak, Czech was his striker. Czech was like scoring like almost all the goals for him.
Like there were situations in that game against Weissmans, he lobbed the ball into Czech. Czech will head it down and knock. The aerial ability coming to play. So everybody more or less like has the way that they want to use their player and then enjoy the game as well. But I mean, there is the debate for the best ST in the game. You can let me know what you think in the chat as well. But who's your number one? Who are you using your team?
I use Benzema. Like,
the SBC Benzema.
Yeah, it's my good.
And Benzema also has like the passing play styles to help you with link up play and all of those things. So it kind of comes in handy when it comes to that regard. Just trying to get your wingers into play. If there's a through ball that you want to play, he can play it for you.
At this point, I don't know what Juvenile should do. I don't know.
All he needs is just one goal. I know this game. Momentum. But if they also gets that goal, that's surely game over. And they almost came there. They coming up clutch for Juvenile and picking the ball right off of Milinkovic-Savic's feet. Juvenile needs to go now. He can't.
Not like that.
Try exactly, not like that, but like in moments like those, keeping your composure is difficult. Knowing that you've got like 30 minutes on the game clock, time is running out, you want to rush things a little bit. Keeping your composure is extremely difficult.
Very. Well, it's really difficult. It's not easy. But like I mean, that's why they are one of the best players in their country. So I think they should be able to adapt to that into their game.
I think with FC Sports, the main thing for me is if you can beat your player mentally, you're almost like a goal ahead. And I think Dels has done a great job of not losing his cool at all. Immediately Juvenile scores. He's always kept himself in the game as a Juvenile will break away with the ball. Can he get away from Theo Hernandez? Yeah, if he can't score, then we might have something in these last 10 minutes. But yeah, that pass, it tells the whole story. It tells the whole story in the sense that, yeah, that comeback is not happening, people. For those that are supporting Roots Esports, thinking there's going to be a comeback, 3 goals with 9 in-game minutes left. If it happens, I don't know how else will be able to sleep. If it happens, I just do not know.
His boss is going to forgive him.
I don't know how else is going to sleep with that one, but the job looking like it's all but done. I think you went to check on the Canvey game. How's it going in that one as well?
Montana leading Kobe by 2-1 on the 88th minute. So I think Mayweather should wrap up the second game and have our first 3 points.
Oh, against Samuel, I think everybody will favor Mayweather in that game, but that kid can come up clutch in some moment. But we'll see how that one goes down. Dels 5 minutes away from wrapping up a pretty important win for Play Pro. They just like to do it the hard way. I mean, lost to Plus Legends 10-9 and coming to face this beast of a duo in Juvenile and Weissmans and picking up a heavy win. I think all credit needs to go to Kalu first. He set up this perfect way as a Juvenile. Let's go had to come way earlier. Yes. But we entered to the pause. Like the craziness of S.
If so far before the 88th minute, it's a game.
You know, throughout the whole of the tournament, in fact, watching competitive tournament, I hadn't seen plus 4 minutes of at a time. Right. All of a sudden, the Ghana Esports League is plus 4 minutes. So if he gets plus 4, and it's about 3 minutes of normal time, that's like 7 minutes. Yeah. He could do some damage. Juvenile, I think it took his time really well here.
Also trying to do sliding with Lukaku.
Yeah, you can't overcommit like that. You can't leave your defense a chance like that. But Juvenile will be going into those possible 3 minutes plus extra time with one thing on his mind. But Dels, immediately from kickoff, he has to hold on to the ball. He can't try anything slick. Well, he does lose possession. My goodness, what's happening in these moments? Juvenile, could he create one dramatic last ending to this game? We know he can. In the grade, that's exactly what he did. Does he have one more in him? It's a Ronaldo, you'd say.
I think they always moved the keeper there. It was very commendable.
Great save from the hair.
Because if he didn't move the keeper, that should be...
Juvenile pushing to see if he can maybe crack that defense. They was winning back possession of the ball, and that might just be that. If I'm him, I'm running to the corners as Genola finds a way to possibly win the ball back. But else, I think it's job done. Yeah. Job done for him. He's put in the work. He deserves to also, you know what, hold his head up high, know that they've worked for these 3 points. Credit to both of the players. They put in a tremendous effort to be able to secure all of those 3 points. Play Province are finally on the board. Maybe there was one last goal for the icing on the cake, and it will be brilliant! The best of the bunch.
That was a good goal.
Wow, the advanced roulette. And that's why you want Genola, your team, 5-star weak foot, finessing to the top bins. Pretty boy Dels is here, and he's here to stay. Play Province's roster is amazing. They can rotate anyhow they want. They are the only team that I saw use 2 completely different players in one game, completely different players in another game. They have the luxury of doing that. I think you guys can do that as well. After 6 can do that as well. Amazing talent that they've got on their hands. The smile from Juvenile tells you, he knew it was an impossible job. But Pretty Boy Edels making sure that 3 points were sealed. Well, we're getting into the final stages of Matchday 1 of Ghana Esports League, with Play Province wrapping up their first 3 points in the whole of the tournament. It has been a blast being here, but we have one final matchup to come. Canvic Records will be in action. They'll take on another team that's looking to make a lot of noise on the esports landscape. That's Ultimate Full Hub. Zenas has put a team together that he feels like can compete at a very high level. Score predictions before I let you go.
I think it's going to be a very difficult game because I played both players. That's in the opposite team.
Yeah.
Very good players. So it's going to be a very difficult game. But I think we are going to beat them by aggregate score should be like 11-5 or something.
Sheesh. By 6 goal difference. He said it was going to be difficult, but that scoreline doesn't make it look difficult at all. But we'll say thank you to Mbappe as well for joining us on the broadcast. We'll leave him now because his team about to do battle on stream. Final matchups to come for Matchday 1 of the Ghana Esports League.
I go by the name Wicked and Jovial, but if you're a fan, just call me Kalu. I represent Play Province. It's a very good one because it's going to showcase a lot of Ghanaian talent. As you know, we are the best in FC, in this West African region. So I've been training a lot. If you've been joining my streams and all that, you see that I've been playing the game very well. So I'm not going to disappoint anyone that believes in me. I want to face Wonder Kid. I have a squad setter. He has been scoring me on my stream recently. I really want to get back at him. And I think the tournament is the best revenge. I'm tipping Play Province, of course. I'm in there, Charlie. Expect nothing but magic. I'm Wicked and Jovial, playing for Play Province. This is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Nick Bakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared, but I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Paku, popularly known as Wonder Kid.